We're back.
We are back. We are back.
Yes. And today I saw this idea from a YouTuber that I watched. He's a gamer. T Dog Smitty. You probably never heard of him. If you
No,
don't
I haven't.
watch, yeah, if you don't watch gaming people, you probably haven't. But he plays Call of Duty and makes Call of Duty content. Um, and I was watching one of his YouTube shorts, and he was talking about how Call of Duty Black Ops 2 came out in 2012. And then he started going on about other pop culture related things that were also going on during that time, and music and things like that. And so I thought of that idea for today. And so I gave you a few options for different years to pick from.
Yes.
And you picked 2012. And so
I
I
picked
had,
2012 because it was
yes,
when the world was supposed to end.
that was one of the things on my list.
That's a
Was
spoiler.
the world ending with the Mayan calendar, and then you have the song by Jay Sean about it's the end of the world.
Oh god.
Remember that? Oh, very catchy song.
Just the name Jay Sean. Just like hearing
Jay,
that.
yes. And so I was going through as much as I could think of for the 2012s. I have a list of
hmm
things. Um, Two things on that list are um sad. And the
Oh,
rest are lighthearted and
okay.
whatnot. But two, fair warning, two of the things are very sad. Um, so the first on the list in 2012, Barack Obama was reelected as president,
God.
rightfully so.
If
Um,
right.
he ran against Mitt Romney, won his second term. Um, but I wish I I wish I was old enough at that time to vote because
I don't remember if I. No, I think that was the election where like I just missed it.
no, because
I think we had.
we would have been because what 18 right to vote. So
Yeah.
2012, we would still would have been either in the end of junior year or the beginning of senior year of high school.
Yeah.
So we wouldn't have been 18.
Right.
Um,
That's what I mean, like, we just
yeah,
missed it, and I was so pissed because I was in November, and it
yeah,
was, like, so close, like, come on, because I knew people that I went that were, like, in my senior year that had birthdays in, like, September,
hmm,
and they were able to vote.
yes. And I don't think I was able to vote either.
No, I think it was because I think you had to be 18 by the time it wasn't on election day, I think it was by the time because you register ahead of
Yes,
time and there's a separate date where you have to be registered by,
yes,
and I think you had to be 18 by that date, and I think that's why it was so
yeah.
close. I was
And I
really mad that
remember
I wanted
it
to
was
vote for him so bad.
annoying. Yeah, and it was annoying too when I moved because I changed all my addresses and everything, and I could have sworn I changed my address to like the voting thing, but I
Uh-huh.
guess I did it too late. So there was like one election I couldn't vote in. It wasn't the presidential one, but one of
Mm.
the smaller elections I like couldn't vote in because my address wasn't changed in time. And I was like, great.
It was probably, like, one of the midterms or
Yeah, one
something.
of the smaller like midterm ones. So
Still
that
important.
yeah, that was the first thing that popped up when I Googled things of the 2012. Um,
God, what a time.
yes. So I'm gonna get to the two sad ones, so we can get those out
Yeah,
of
I
the
was about
way.
to say, get this out of
Um,
the way.
do you have any guesses as
Stay with
to
us, listeners.
yes. Do you have any guesses as to what two major events happened in 2012? There's
Like,
two that like
sad major events, right?
yes. Yeah.
Okay. Did somebody pass away? Is it a death?
Maybe it's not no. Um
Okay.
I didn't look at celebrity deaths in that year. So I don't know
Okay.
if anyone died. But like major like shook the nation uh events.
It had to be some type of, like, natural disaster
Nope.
or like some type of shooting? No?
Mhm.
I mean, we live in
Mhm.
America. It's a
Mhm.
shooting? Okay.
Both of them are. Yeah.
25. Oh god.
Mhm.
Life in America, am I right? Do, do, do. It's not laugh that's not I know we're, like, laughing, but it's like, uncomfortable
It's like
laughter.
yeah, it's the uncomfortable laughing because you know this is the world you live in. Great.
Mhm. 2012. That was one of them was that the no, that wasn't the Dark Knight thing because that happened
Yes.
before
Yep.
that. It was?
It was.
It was that year?
Yeah,
Really?
in Aurora, Colorado in 2012. I
Really?
don't know the exact date, but there was a mass
Really?
shooting at the movie theater in
Yeah.
Colorado during, I believe it was The Dark Knight because that came out in
Yeah, because I
2012.
think the
Yeah.
guy because I'm pretty sure um the guy that did it was, dressed up like the Joker.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
He had like bright red, orange hair, something crazy like that. He was like
Mhm.
20 years old. Um, and they had a showing of The Dark Knight in Colorado theater, and he just
Mhm.
shot up the place and trying to get the stats up for that. Um,
Yeah, he was 24 years old.
yes,
James Egan. James Egan Holmes set
yes,
off oh god,
yeah.
set off
So
tear gas grenades
it's
and shot
shot
into
in
the
the
audience with
audience
multiple
multiple
firearms.
times. Yep, 70.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and so 13 people, including an unborn infant, were killed. 70 people were injured. 58 of them were injured by gunfire. Um,
God.
it says Holmes was arrested minutes later in his car outside of the theater. Earlier, he had rigged his apartment with homemade explosives and incendiary devices. They were defused by the sheriff's office bomb squad a day after the shooting happened. Um, fear and copycat.
He said, "You're not gonna catch none of my stuff, I'm just gonna blow up my whole
Yep.
damn house." What the
Um,
fuck?
and so fear and copycat crimes, movie theaters showing the same film across the United States increased security, and gun sales increased in Colorado, and political debates were generated about gun control in the U.S.
Yeah.
Um,
'Cause I remember
mhm,
them saying on the news that there was a couple of people that they weren't successful, but I remember that people were trying to copycat him
yeah,
after that happened, like and then some other people bought guns because they wanted to defend themselves,
yeah,
so it was like it was just
yeah,
oh boy.
yeah. And then he confessed to the shooting, but pleaded not guilty by reason of insanity. The county prosecutor sought the death penalty. Um, the trial began in April of 2015, and then in July of that year, Holmes was convicted of 24 counts of first degree murder, 140 counts of attempted first murder, and one count of possession of explosives. On August 7th, the jury deadlocked on whether to impose the death penalty. He was given 12 life sentences, one for every person he killed, and he received 3,318 years for attempted murder. So basically, he's going to be in there for his entire life. Uh,
Yeah, rightfully so.
yes.
'Cause honestly, with stuff like that, I'm like, don't give them the death penalty. I really don't believe when people make people when somebody
Yeah.
makes other people suffer like that, I'm like, let them rot in jail. I feel like the death penalty is like
Yes.
easy way out,
Yeah.
honestly.
Like,
I really do.
granted, like I get why the death penalty exists,
Yeah.
but it is like a one and done. Like, oh, you get lethal injection and then they're dead. So like, part of you is like, oh, okay, well, they
Yeah,
can't.
'cause I don't think the electric chair I mean, maybe certain states, so maybe, like, in Texas or something, they still
Yeah.
do, like, I'm pretty sure most places when you get
No.
the death
Yeah.
penalty,
It's
though, it's
just lethal
by
injection.
lethal injection, you
Some
just go to
countries
sleep.
might. Yeah. Other countries might do electric chair and like firing squad, but I think most, I think most states don't even do the death penalty, but the ones that do, it's usually just lethal injection. So part of me
I'm
is like,
trying to
yeah, part of me does think like, oh well, at least you know for a fact that they can no longer be that person. There's no way they can ever
right,
do that again because they're dead.
right.
But
There's no
then,
possibility of them getting out of
yes,
jail and doing that, you know?
but then part of me, like you said, they should suffer
Mhm.
and they should rot in jail.
Actually I did just Google. It says, while not not as commonly used as lethal injection, the electric chair is still authorized as a method of execution in several U.S. states. See, this is what I knew it was like southern states. So specifically, Alabama, Arkansas, Florida, Kentucky, Louisiana, South Carolina, and Tennessee can all use electrocution.
Oh,
In South
wow.
Carolina, electrocution is South Carolina
Damn.
is the
Okay.
primary method, but lethal injection or firing squad are options if requested. So they can request that? What? That's so
I
weird.
mean,
I
absolutely
mean,
not. Oh God. I mean, I've seen The Green Mile, and granted,
yeah.
I don't know if you've ever seen it. Um,
No, I haven't seen it, but no, I know the end, and
yes.
I think I've seen bits and pieces of
Yeah.
it, and it's like it's a movie that I don't think I could
Yeah.
ever get through without like sobbing.
It's really great movie. It's well done. It's based on the book by the same name by Stephen King.
Hmm. Yeah,
Obviously, back during that time, electric chair was the only option. So there was a
yeah.
few inmates in the film and in the books that died by electrocution, but seeing it
Hmm.
in the film, obviously, I don't know how accurate it is, and it's a film, so everything's exaggerated. But
Yeah.
what if that's how it ends and that's what it's like? Why would you choose that as your option?
Well, it didn't say you could choose that. It said in South Carolina, it says electrocution is the primary method,
Yeah.
but lethal injection or firing squad are options
Oh,
if
okay.
requested.
Oh, if
Why you would, can you imagine that one insane person that's like, yeah, take me out by firing squad?
yeah,
What?
I'm sure there's that one insane
Oh, I'm sure
person.
there's been. Yeah.
Oh God, no. Mm-mm. South
The states
Carolina.
all have
All right.
specific rules. Yeah. Yeah. The states
Yeah.
all have more specific rules. It's like like I said, states that do have it are Alabama, Arkansas, Florida, Kentucky, Louisiana, South Carolina, and Tennessee, and then they have this like the sub
Yeah.
sections underneath. It's Florida. Electrocution is authorized if lethal injection is found unconstitutional, which I don't get where that would apply. Really,
Yeah.
I don't. I don't know. And then,
Interesting.
yeah,
Hmm.
inmates sentenced both for Tennessee. Inmates sentenced before 1999 can choose between lethal injection or the electric chair.
Who's choosing?
It
No.
Of the 2, why would you choose? I would be like, "Give me the injection."
Yes.
Why would you choose the electric chair?
At least the
Mm.
injection, you don't feel it. You
Oh,
just
wow,
like
this is
you feel the injection,
yeah,
but that's it, and you're dead. But the
right,
electric chair,
yeah.
you're feeling everything that gets.
Yeah, like, you're
Oh
basically
God.
putting yourself in, like you're frying yourself, basically.
Yep. Mhm. And
And
in
then
yeah.
in Louisiana, it says reintroduced electrocution in wow, this was really recent too. It says reintroduced electrocution in March 2024
Huh?
and also allows nitrogen gas executions. What in
Wait.
the fuck? What the
Um.
fuck?
What state was this?
Nitrogen, Louisiana.
Okay. Jeez. To
No state. It
reintroduce
states that in March of 20. So that was last year.
last year, they
What?
reintroduced the electric chair, and now you can die by. Ni-
Nitrogen gas. That's what the
Okay.
not
Absolutely.
not one there's not a single state, even though that it says South Carolina. See, there's technicalities though, because it says even though South Carolina has it as the default method, they don't have it as quote unquote the only option.
Yeah.
So it says underneath as like a disclaimer, no states use electrocution as the only method. While
Oh
some
yeah.
states allow it as an option, lethal injection is now primary method in most
Yeah.
states.
So
But damn, some of those southern states,
you
wild.
and
See, this
Texas is not listed.
no, I know, and I was one see, apologies for that,
Apologies to the state of
I'm sure
Texas.
there's a lot of
Yeah.
other reasons Texas could be at
Well,
fault, but
because maybe I don't know if they even have the death penalty. I'm assuming maybe not if they're not on the list. But like, I know you can if someone like invades your home, you're free to shoot them
oh, yeah.
because
Oh,
they're
yeah.
on your property.
I
So
think
like,
it's yeah, it's state li if even if it's not even if they're even in, like, your house, like, if they're on your property at
yeah.
all, I'm pretty sure.
So it's probably why they don't enforce things like that because it's like, well, I don't. Jeez. All right. Southern states. Um,
What a nice little random tangent about learning of the death penalty.
about the death penalty.
Yeah.
Um,
We talk
So
about lighthearted things on this podcast.
yes, yes, and we're gonna get through the second hard topic so we can move on to more good stuff because this
Yes.
is depressing.
Yeah.
Um,
You said it was another shooting?
Another shooting.
I don't even
Very,
remember. I
very.
remember the movie theater one,
You're gonna
and I know
know
it was
it. Like
mm,
once they say it, you're gonna be like, oh,
it can't be Pulse because Pulse didn't
nope,
happen until 2015 or
yeah,
2016.
it's not Pulse. No,
Okay.
also very tragic. Um,
Yeah.
would you like me to tell you,
Yes. Yes.
Sandy Hook?
Oh God. Yeah. See, you are right. I didn't realize that.
It.
Wow.
I
20.
did not realize that all. I remember the movie theater, and I would say I remember Sandy Hook. I just don't remember what year that was. So when I was googling like things that happened in 2012 and Sandy Hook popped up, I'm like, shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
But that kind of makes sense because Sandy Hook has been so long. I haven't watched it yet, but I've heard I actually heard it on the Trixie and Katya's podcast. Trixie was talking about she watched a documentary about the kids from Sandy Hook now,
Oh,
like
gee.
talking about,
Ooh.
and it's been so long that they're now college or older,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. So,
So, yeah, because 2012, that would be what? That's over 10 years ago. It's
yeah.
like close to like,
So, you should all
it's
probably know this, but for people that don't
like
know it,
13 years ago now.
yeah. For people that don't know what this is, Sandy Hook was an elementary school in Connecticut. So it says on December 14th, 2012, a mass shooting occurred at Sandy Hook Elementary School in Newtown, Connecticut. Um, the killer was 20-year-old Adam Lanza. He killed and shot and killed 26 people. Um, 20 of them were children between 6
Hmm.
and 7, and there were 6 adults. Um, it says earlier that day, before driving to the school, he shot his own mother at home. And then when first responders got to the school, he killed himself. Um, it's considered one of the deadliest mass shootings in Connecticut history and the deadliest elementary school um, shooting in the U.S. It prompted renewed debate about gun control in the U.S., including making background checks universal and for new federal and state gun legislation banning the sale and manufacture of certain types of semi automatic firearms and magazines which can hold more than 10 rounds of ammunition. Um, and then in 2013, the attorney's office said that Lanza acted alone and planned his actions, but provided no indication as to why he was going to do that, why he targeted the school. Um, in 2014, it stated that Lanza had Asperger's and as a teenager suffered from depression, anxiety, and OCD disorder, but concluded that these factors neither caused nor led to his murderous acts. Um, his severe and deteriorating internalized mental health problems, combined with an atypical preoccupation with violence and access to deadly weapons, proved a recipe for a mass murder. So, none of those things that he had affected him and made him get to that point. Um, but yeah, oof, I remember when that
I
news
can't
story
believe
came
it
out.
was that. I can't believe it was that long ago.
I know.
And
Um,
there's been literal not again, we're gonna turn it on a little positive note after this, but
yes,
it's just insane to me how much more. I
yes.
mean, back then it wasn't like, I mean, you had
Uh-huh.
before that you had like Columbine and
Columbine, yeah.
other shootings, and but just now like there's been so many more shootings
Oh
after that
yeah,
that it's just like endless now. Like
yeah.
before
There
then it
were.
almost seemed like an isolated thing, but now
It's
it's
yeah,
just
and wasn't there
it's a
one
reality.
recently? There was one recently at like a university, right, where some like
Hmm.
college students were shot and killed. I think like there, it's still going on,
Oh,
and I
yeah, and
and
there's
I
no regulations or changes to the gun laws in any way.
nope,
So,
and
the world we live in.
it's still very easily accessible to get guns without needing any sort of permits and things.
Oh, yeah.
But like you need a permit to get like your fishing license. Like you need a permit for that.
You need a
But
certain permit to drive certain vehicles. You need,
yeah,
like, separate,
like I
like
can't use my driver's license that I have to drive a semi truck. I need a whole separate license
Right.
and testing and everything else. But I could probably go to the store right now and buy a gun and be fine.
Yeah. Hmm.
Make that make sense. It doesn't.
It doesn't.
No.
No, it doesn't.
So now we're gonna get into some positive things, so this podcast
Yes.
isn't too depressing.
No.
Um, so the
'Cause even
number,
though the world
yeah.
was supposed to end
Oh
in
yeah, it's supposed
2012,
to end
they
according to the Mayan calendar,
made a whole movie about it. Did you
but
ever see that movie?
I think I did. I'm
It's
pretty sure I
so
did.
wild.
Um,
It's
but
so
I do.
wild.
Do
It
you
basically is like a
remember?
day after tomorrow type
Yes.
beat. It's
Do you remember how you felt in 2012? Like, were you nervous the world was ending, or were you just kind of like, this is obviously not happening?
I
I feel like I was mixed. Like, I know it's stupid and I know it's not happening, but there's something in the back of my mind that's like, what if the world doesn't?
well, there was dumb kids in school that were, like, making all these, like, stupid theory like, I
Mhm.
remember that made me nervous, like, among my group of friends, we all were like, "Oh, what" like, "It's
Yeah,
not real," but then there
it's
was,
not.
like,
Yeah.
dumb kids in school that were like, "Oh, my dad said this, and then blah, blah, blah," and there's some people that were, like, doomsday
Yes.
prepping, I'm like, "Oh, please," like, what
Don't make me nervous.
if only we knew the world that we were gonna end up with now, like, what
The
do you
world
think?
ended
Back
in
what were we
2025.
freaking out about back then?
Yeah, the world
You know
just
what I
ended
mean?
this year.
Like, but I'm just thinking about, like, compared, like, I mean, obviously things were and
Yeah.
we were younger, so we weren't as tuned into, you know what I mean, as
Oh
much
yeah.
as, like, our parents were probably, but, like, just compare, like, how life was then to, like,
Uh-huh.
now.
Mm.
Oh, God.
Um
Like, if people were gonna say the world was gonna end this year, I'd be more like, "Yeah, you know what? The way things have been going, I wouldn't be
Yeah,
surprised."
I wouldn't be surprised, but in 2012, it's like, there was nothing that would indicate that the world was ending. Obviously, like,
Yeah,
global warming exists, so that's obviously something you always worry about in the back of your mind,
right,
but there was
right,
nothing, like,
right.
major that you're like, "Oh, this is gonna end the entire world."
At least we had politicians then that were believing in climate change. Now
Climate
we don't.
change,
Oh,
yep,
God.
um,
I mean,
s
at least the person that was the president was believing in climate
yes,
change at the time.
yes,
Can't
and
say that
so yep,
anymore.
and when I was Googling more about the 2012s, there were
Mhm.
there was 2 words that were the most popular slang terms. One of them surprised me and didn't make sense. The other
Uh-huh.
one makes sense. So would you any guesses of, like, slang from 2012?
Was swag one of them, or is that too old? Is
It
that
didn't
before that?
I don't know if it was before or after, but it's not swag.
Okay. Um, I mean, like, can you give me any hint of, like, what it would be for? Like, slang term, is it, like what type of, like I don't know, I need a little bit more
Um, like, what's the term when you have an opinion on something?
I have an opinion
Like,
on
it's a
something.
slang term, and it's like, "This is my blank." It's 2 words.
My truth? No.
My
No.
truth.
It's not an opinion. See, facts or opinions? No.
That's
Um,
my opinion.
it's my opinion. I can't think. Hmm. Hot take? No, I'm kidding.
Yes, yes, yeah.
Really?
So
Really?
according to Google, one of the top words of 2012 is hot take, which I
Oh,
thought came
wow.
out a little bit later, but I guess not.
I thought it was later
I
too.
thought it was later, but
What?
hot take was one of the top words in 2012. The other one, which did not make sense, and is escape room. Is the top like phrase. I guess maybe
I
just
guess
escape
escape
rooms
rooms
in
were, like
general were like becoming a
maybe they
thing.
were, like, really big back then, I
Yeah.
guess?
Um,
That's random.
but I was like, "Oh, escape room, that's random." But then I was like, "Hot take, yeah, that kind of makes sense." But I still thought hot take was later than that.
I really
Um,
thought it yeah, thought it would be at least, like,
yeah,
2015 or something. Huh.
yes, and
Maybe
then
it just kinda stayed, like,
yeah,
prevalent in slang, maybe that's why? I don't know.
yeah.
Huh.
So there's a website called The Numbers, which I think we might have
Right.
used before, when we were
I've
doing.
definitely heard of
Yeah,
it.
I think it's the one we were using the last time we did the top grossing like movies and stuff.
Yeah.
So they give you a bunch of movies. We don't have time to go
Mhm.
through them all because there's like hundreds and hundreds here.
Right.
But we'll do the top 10. What do you think the top 10 movies of 2012 are? Top grossing movies.
Well, not to bring it back to the shooting that happened, but The Dark Knight Rises came out in
Yes,
2012.
that's number
That's gotta
two.
be one of
Yeah,
them.
number
That's number
two.
2?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I thought that was going to be number one, but seeing the number one pick makes more sense. Um,
I don't even know what movies came out in
I
2012.
know. Some of these you're going to kick yourself if you don't get.
Definitely. I'm trying to think of what movies came out in 2012. Popular. Is one of them the movie 2012?
No.
Okay. I'm trying to think of what came out in 2012. Hmm. I don't think this is one of them, but I remember that Les Mis came out in 2012. Was that one of them by any chance?
Let's see.
Like the Les Mis, the movie with like Hugh
It
Jackman.
might have, but it's not top 10. No, that's number 29, Les Mis.
Number 29.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense because it,
Yeah.
it was fine. I saw that in theaters and I'm like,
Yes.
it was fine.
So one
It's
of
definitely a
these,
place for them to sing live though.
yes. So number 8 is
Okay.
a Disney animated movie.
A Disney animated
Yes.
movie. What came out in 2012?
Mm-hmm.
Disney. Is it like Pixar or just regular
Just
Disney?
regular Disney. It's a
Mm,
princess. One of the princess ones.
Princess. It's not Princess and the Frog. That was earlier. Is it Brave?
It is. Yep. Brave was
Ah,
number 8. It's a good
okay.
movie, but I would not pick it to be in the top
It's
10.
definitely not one of my
No.
I mean, I like the whole message about
Oh
her.
yeah.
You know what was good about it though was she was one of the ones that like didn't there was never like
Yes.
because they always default to princesses like having like a prince like
Yes.
falling in love. And that was never really what she was about. She
Yeah.
was more about like her independence and
Hmm.
I just remember all of those memes coming out where she's like, "You have to change your fate."
Yes.
Like that people
Yep.
like
Her
meme
little
the shit
Scottish
out of.
accent. And her like brothers.
I
Didn't they
need
turn
to
into
change.
bears or something?
Yeah, the mom turns into a bear, and then that's the whole thing is she's gotta find a it's like a whole thing with, like, a witch or something, like, the
Yeah.
witch sees that she's, like, fighting with her mom, so the witch is like, "Haha, well, we're gonna
So
turn your
it's
mom
kind of
into a
like
bear,"
Freaky
you
Friday,
know?
where the old lady from the Chinese food place swaps them
Yeah.
because they're
Yeah,
fighting.
yeah.
Uh,
Oh god.
so
I'm
yeah.
trying to think of what there's gotta be is there Marvel in there? There's gotta be,
Yes,
right?
number one is one of the Marvel films, but which one is it?
Oh, shit.
There's 80 billion of them.
I know. Wait, that's Avengers. That's gotta be
Yep,
Avengers.
the first
Okay,
Avengers.
okay.
Yep,
I thought so. I
which
thought so.
makes
Because
sense.
Iron Man was a couple years before that and
Yes.
everything in the Cap movies, so
Yep. So we have the
I mean, that makes
Avengers.
sense of it being number 1.
Yeah. We have the Avengers, The Dark Knight Rises. Number 3 is also a book, and it's a series of books. But it's the first of the series.
First of the series. Hmm. I'm trying to think of what you give me, like, a hint in any way?
Um, it's kind of like Divergent, but not Divergent.
Oh, that's gonna be Hunger Games.
Yeah, the first
I
Hunger
thought
Games.
nice. I saw that
Never.
in theaters.
I don't remember if I've seen it in theaters or not. I don't think I did.
I saw the first one in theaters, I know that. I don't think I saw the other 2.
I heard
I
the
might have to
books.
rewatch them.
Did you read the books? Because I heard they were very good, but I've never.
I read the first book. I read the first book, it was
Yeah.
really good, but I don't know what propelled me to not keep going.
Yes, but the
I don't
Hunger
know.
Games was the introduction to what's her name?
Jennifer Lawrence.
Jennifer Lawrence. It was like the first time we ever really saw Jennifer Lawrence.
I'm pretty sure, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Because there, I don't. unless she probably in other things before that, but that was the first time I remember really seeing
Yeah,
her.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. I think she was in like serious, like other like
yeah,
serious, but this was like the first like YA like
yeah.
teenage like type. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Movie she was in.
Number 4 is a song by Adele,
Oh
but
my
she's
god.
it's the title of the movie, and she sings the song that's also the title of the movie.
Oh wait, I know it. I just don't know the.
Mhm.
It's one of the James Bond movies.
Yes.
Ain't it? Oh god,
Mhm.
what's it called? I forget the name. I can't think of the name.
Skyfall.
Mm. There you go.
Yep.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
did not watch that because I
I've
don't really watch James Bond movies.
I've never seen one. Never seen a
I
James Bond
think
movie
I
in my life.
saw nope, I don't think nope. I was gonna say maybe I saw
Yeah,
one.
I
I did
don't.
not. Not
I
really.
mean, it didn't really. I was like, oh, okay. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It didn't really
Same with
seem to be.
Indiana Jones. Like I never really got into those movies.
I've never seen any of those
Yeah.
either. Both blind spots for
Yep.
me, but didn't really feel the need,
Yeah.
like you said.
Number 5.
I'm just like, whatever.
Yeah, number 5 is another book turned movie. I believe it's
A lot of
also
franchises in
yes.
2012, from what I
Yes.
remember.
I believe this is the first one. I assume it probably is. Um, no, hold on.
There's gotta be. Oh, there's gotta be a Twilight movie on there. This
Yes.
is this
So
is
it is,
mid like
yeah, number
Twilight.
5 is one of the Twilight ones.
Okay.
Um,
Was it like did they get to Breaking Dawn by then? Was it
yes,
Breaking
it
Dawn?
is Breaking Dawn, and I
Oh,
just
okay.
don't remember which is Breaking Dawn. Oh, it's the fourth novel.
Yeah, Breaking Dawn was I think they split it up. So
Yes.
like it came out in
Yeah,
two parts
Breaking
because
Dawn.
ever since Harry Potter did that,
Yes.
like every other franchise broke it up like that.
Yeah, but it's
I'm pretty
part
sure the book is
2.
just
Yes.
yeah. Oh, so
Part
that's the
yeah.
end.
Yeah, so part 2 is number 5. Never
Okay.
seen any of them,
I saw the
and
first one in theaters.
I never got the hype with Robert Pattinson, um, and so I just
I got
had
the hype of him post Twilight. Like
post
now,
Twilight,
I get the hype
but
of him now. Like
the whole Twilight fandom, like Edward versus Jacob, and he's like this teen vampire, and I'm like, "I can't."
they're fun. They're fun. I've never like watched them, but like
I
I've
see
watched
clips.
like YouTube
Mhm.
commentary and stuff, and they're fun to like
Oh,
watch.
I
Like not
saw
to like sit down and like watch
and
it, but to watch other people talking about them
I
is
gotta
funny.
find a clip because I keep seeing on Instagram, they're showing a clip of Bella in one of the films. She's sitting outside on one of the, like, picnic tables, and behind her is a group of students, like, kicking the ball around, but there's no ball.
Oh
They're
yeah, they're
just
not
kicking
kicking
air.
anything. They're not kicking
And I was like, "Wait."
anything. Well, you know what I think is the best thing to come out of the, the Twilight franchise is I don't know if it's I think it's the second movie. Yeah, because it's when Jacob goes from having the long hair to like cutting his hair short and he's like he looks all different, like he got all buff
Yeah.
or whatever. And then in the second movie he comes up to Bella and this has definitely been memed to death in the past, but he's like, Bella, where the hell you been, Loca?
Oh, yes, yes, yes. And that
I'm like that
meme
line is
is
that
coming
line is
back.
single-handedly the best thing.
Mhm.
I recently went a couple weeks ago, I went um, to Philly's version of, like, Comic-Con, right? And, like, half of the cast was not, like, more prevalent, like, not like
Yes.
Taylor Lautner or they didn't get the main 3 people
Oh,
to be
yeah.
there, but, like, they got, like, the other, like, Collins and stuff were, like, there,
Oh,
and people were
nice.
I didn't get, like, autographs from me. It's funny because I would see, like, the autograph tables in the distance, and I saw them and, like, walked by them and stuff, but there were so many people that had that shirt that
Oh
said,
my
"Bella, where
god.
the hell you been, Luca?"
That
Like, I
meme
was
is it's coming back, and I keep seeing on Instagram. It's like, "Where the hell you been, Look?" I'm like, "Oh, no." Uh,
I think I saw one time on Etsy, somebody made it as, like, a bumper sticker to, like, put on your car.
yes.
But,
Yes.
yeah, Twilight was good for the memes, but I had friends that got into it seriously.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
I saw the first one in theaters because one of my friends dragged a group of us to go see it, and literally halfway through, we, like, walked 'Cause they
I
didn't
feel
wanna
like I
watch
could
it anymore.
probably watch it
Now
now.
it's funny to
I
watch
could
it,
watch it
like
now and just laugh at it because
yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah.
it's how do you make it so that they're kicking air? At least give them something to, like, so it doesn't look that
Well, there's just
fake.
I maybe me, you, and Bree should watch it, like, just for fun and, like, do
Mhm.
a pod on it because the first movie's like, as you get into the franchise later on, it gets more serious and, like, whatever, but, like, the
Yeah.
first movie is so funny too because there's, like, this scene like, he's a vampire, obviously, so he, like, smell like, they have the keen sense of smell and
Oh, yeah.
he's there's, like, the whole thing of, like, like, she
Yeah.
doesn't know yet that he's a vampire, and he, like, physically, like, can't take, like, smelling her, so he's, like, covering his nose and,
Yeah,
like
oh, I've seen clips of that.
and
Yep.
he's just, like, reacting and thinks that she, like, stinks.
Yeah.
But it's
And
just 'cause he's a vampire.
just the filter of at least the first one, the blue filter of the
Mhm,
entire movie to
mhm,
indicate, like, the dark
yeah. We're in Seattle,
vampire-esque. Yeah.
it rains a lot here, and it's
Yes.
really dark and
And it's like
scary.
this, like, terrible blue shade throughout the entire film.
Mhm.
Now I
Yep.
probably would laugh at it, but when
Oh,
it
yeah.
came out, I was like, "This no," and the hype it got, I was like, "I can't."
Mhm.
People were
Yeah.
obsessed.
You wanna hear something wild, though? How a franchise literally, like, birthed another franchise. You know, 50 Shades?
Yep.
That started as Twilight fan fiction. I'm not kidding.
Huh?
I'm dead serious. Look it up. It started
Oh.
as Twilight fan fiction,
Oh.
and I'm dead serious.
I saw the first one, and I think I might have seen the second one, but I can't imagine how that would play out if they followed through with the whole it being oh, that's weird.
Yeah, I'm like
That's weird.
90% yeah.
That's
Yes,
weird.
it's true. Yes, it's true. The 50 Shades of Grey was originally a Twilight fan fiction. It was written by E.L. James and it was originally supposed to be titled Master of the Universe. The story featured characters based on Edward Cullen and Bella Swan from Twilight, but obviously they add in the different type of plot. But yeah, she
Hmm.
was originally posted the story on fan fiction websites like fanfiction.net. Girl,
Wattpad? No.
it doesn't say Wattpad, it
No. Well, I'm
literally says
surprised.
fanfiction.net. Like,
Nice.
I'm like,
Nice.
that's what a subtle website.
What
Like,
a subtle website.
after further
Interesting.
revisions and expansions, the story was reworked and released as the novel 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah. Wow. I wonder why. Interesting. Um.
Oh, man.
Okay.
2012 was such a wild
I
year.
know. Number 6 is also a franchise, but it's a
The franchise.
subset of another big franchise.
Okay. Any type of hint of, like, the genre or, like,
Fantasy.
fantasy? It's not Harry Potter was done by then.
Yeah. I don't know if it was, but not Harry Potter. Yeah.
Okay. Fantasy. Can't think of
Yeah. So there's a franchise movie that has multiple movies, and there's like a smaller subset that's like part of the same realm, but like
okay.
that probably does not help. My descriptions are probably so bad.
Fantasy, I'm trying to think of
Yeah.
hmm,
Like not
do you know
real.
anybody that's in it?
Yes. No. Hold on. Um,
Yes. No, hold on.
what's his face? Hold on. I picturing his face. Um,
I was about to say because if you give me, like, 1 or 2 people that are in it, that might help more than just the genre, honestly.
yeah,
Because I
yeah.
remember
Um, yeah, Martin Freeman and Elijah Wood.
okay. Oh, that's gotta be a Lord of the Rings thing then.
Yes, so it's not Lord of the Rings, but it's like the other.
The Hobbit, The
Yes,
Hobbit.
yeah. It's The Hobbit: An Unexpected Journey.
Hmm.
Um, so I think that's the first one, but I'm not sure. Again, never seen any of those. They were never interesting to me. Um,
Yeah, I've never seen Lord of the Rings at all.
nope. You would think I would like it given that I like Marvel and other things like that, but no.
I mean, Lord of the Rings is more like it's a different I mean, Marvel's,
Yeah,
like, different, like, with the comics, this is
that's
more
true.
honestly, this is more into, like, fantasy, so it's honestly more like
Yeah.
not Game of Thrones, but, like, maybe, like,
Yeah,
that
it
type
gives
of,
off
like,
that kind of vibe.
medieval,
Yeah.
like, you know.
Number 7 is a Marvel movie. It's one superhero.
Okay.
It's my favorite superhero, but it's not my favorite version of the superhero.
Oh. That's what's his name? Oh, it's gotta be it's one of the Spider-Mans.
But
It's Andrew
which,
Garfield's Spider-Man.
yes, the
Yeah.
first of his version. So he had two.
Spider-Man.
So this is
Right.
the Amazing Spider-Man, and then I think it's just called the Amazing Spider-Man 2. But number 7 is Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. Um, it's a good movie. I like all the Spider-Mans, but he was my least favorite.
Oh, I understand that, but
Um, but did you see the forget was it Endgame? I forget what it was, but where all the Spider-Mans were together,
it's
all
not Far From
versions.
Home, it's the
Far From
yeah, the
Home.
most recent
Yeah.
one.
And
Yeah.
I love the scene where they're like on top of this like building, and
Uh-huh.
it's Andrew Garfield, Tom Holland, and what's his face,
Tobey
Tobey
Maguire.
Maguire. And
Mhm.
obviously, Andrew Garfield knows that he's the least favorite out of all of
Yeah.
them, and it's just
It's a
widely
shame.
known that his version was not the greatest. And so I
It's a
love when
shame.
Tobey Maguire was like, "You're doing amazing, man." He's like, "Thank you, I really needed that."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh,
And then I love when I gotta rewatch that because I love when they get into the um quite like specifics about what each one
oh
can and
yeah,
can't do and they talk to Tobey Maguire about how he's the only one. Well, because Andrew Garfield and
Tom
um
Holland, yeah,
Tom Holland's their webs are produced by an external device, but Tobey Maguire makes his own web, so it's like I just think it's cool. You can make your own webs.
yeah." And they're talking about it. And he's like, "No, I literally just like do that." And they're like, "That's really cool that you could just shoot your webs."
Yeah. But,
I
uh,
but I did like his Spider-Man. But out of the
Andrew Garfield's a really good actor.
oh yeah,
Outside of like I mean that was fine. He was fine in that
yeah,
movie, but
he's
it's the
he
other
has
things that
better
he's done
work.
outside of that.
Yeah,
Oh, he's a great actor.
yes, he's so good. Number 8 is Brave.
Okay.
Number 9 is partially CGI, partial not CGI. Um,
Okay.
trying to think who's in it. Mark Wahlberg? Yes. Mark Wahlberg's
Oh,
in it.
anybody else? I'm trying to think. Mark
Mark
Wahlberg does a lot of
Wahlberg's in it. I think the CGI character is Seth MacFarlane, I think.
Oh, Ted.
Yeah.
As soon as you said Seth MacFarlane, I knew it was Ted.
Um, not as funny as I remember it.
Oh no, it's like very it's stuck in the humor of that era for
Like,
sure.
yeah. Back then it was funny. But I
Yeah.
feel like if I were to go to watch it now, I'd be like, that didn't age well.
Well, I mean, the whole thing that what takes from it is that if you close your eyes, the bear just sounds like Peter Griffin.
Yeah.
Like he's not trying to do it different because it takes place in like what like I think they're in Boston. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure. And Mark Wahlberg's from Boston. Like he's always about like yeah Boston, yeah. Like
Yes.
they
Yeah.
always make jokes about it. So like in Ted, he's talking like wow what like Peter Griffin. Like he's
Hmm.
talking the same way. Like I
Yeah.
don't. It
So
just
if
when I
you're
remember even when I was watching it back then, it was like why does the bear sound like Peter
like, if
Griffin?
you were to just play it in the background and do other things, you would just assume Peter Griffin's just on the screen. Like, there's no
Yeah,
difference.
yeah.
Yeah. And number 10 on the list.
They remade a show with that, by the way, like now, like kind of recently.
Yeah. I,
But I don't know. I heard it was funny, but like I don't know if it would ever interest me.
no.
But like, why would you make like they made like not an origin story, but they like show him well because they show him as an adult with the bear, but the TV show is like him like as a teenager with the
Yeah.
bear.
Yeah. I
I'm
have
like,
no
okay,
interest. No.
no,
Number 10 on the list. I don't think you'll get. You know the movie, you've
okay,
seen the movie, but like, why is it number 10? I don't know. Um, it is the genre says adventure. It is
Adventure.
a animated movie with a bunch of animals in it,
Oh,
and it's
I
the
think it
third one
may.
of that one.
It's in Madagascar.
Yeah, Madagascar 3.
Okay. Okay.
How that
Yeah,
made the
because as
top
soon as you
10, I don't know.
well, you know what's the only thing I know about Madagascar 3? Well, I don't think I've ever watched it, but the only thing I associate it with, again, memes because they never die, is the I don't know if you've ever seen the scene with Chris Rock where he has like the afro and he makes the song where
Yes.
he's like "Da, da, 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 the
Coconut
circus did
Afro, coconut afro. Yes.
and then
Yep.
I remember back when I remember I watch Tyler Oakley and
Yes.
he made a
Oh,
video where he was like, I try to watch Afro Circus for 10 minutes
yeah.
without losing my mind.
Yep.
And then
And
he just
that,
slowly gets more
yes.
upset as
And
it
that
goes
became a whole trend of people trying to like watch it for a certain period of time without like losing it.
on. Oh my
I
god.
can't. I, no.
I feel like that was a lot of the YouTube challenges and well the YouTube challenge was that like no, that was Cinnamon Challenge was before that and stuff. I feel like 2012 was a lot of like I'm gonna watch this until I can't
Yes.
stand it
And I
anymore.
feel
Like
like during the 2012s, and maybe even a little bit before, you had a lot of the British YouTubers that were just, remember the British just took
mhm.
over YouTube at
Oh,
one
the
point.
oh, the yeah. Oh, yeah.
And so
I went to go
honestly,
see them.
like,
I went to Digitour with my friend.
did you? Digitour,
Yes,
man. Wow.
yes, yes. Shout out to Jess if you're listening to this. I went with my friend Jess, and the only
Whoa.
thing that I remember is that it was like all like one like you just had to like stand up like there was no seats,
Oh
which to
yeah.
this day I will avoid if I can.
Oh yeah.
But I couldn't see anything. I was too short. She's taller than me, so she could like see stuff and like so she was the one like taking pictures, but I will never forget when we were standing outside. This is a true story and I associate it with I don't even remember. I'm gonna look it up and see who was actually there. I know Casper Lee was there and I know
No.
he was
Yeah.
reasons why I went, I'm pretty sure. But when we were waiting outside somebody's like tour bus came by or something and they like walked by like they weren't even close but people started freaking out and like moving and like running and like pushing and stuff
Oh.
and somebody literally elbowed me in my chest and I you know how people
Oh.
say wind kick knocked out of you. I had the wind knocked out of me for like 30 seconds. I literally was like if I
Oh
have to go
god.
oh I swear to God.
Oh, but you. Yeah.
It came back thank God but I don't know if
Yeah.
you ever had it to you but
Mm-hmm.
it's
Oh
a
yeah.
scary it hasn't happened to me since, thank God, but I was like
Oh yeah.
I really got elbowed in the chest out of because of British YouTubers.
That, yeah. So you had Casper Lee. Obviously Zoella was, still is, but Zoella was like extremely famous.
Uh-huh.
And then she's married. She ended up with Alfie Days. They're married. They have two kids. Her brother Joe Sugg, and then Tyler, not British, but Tyler Oakley was friends with them, so he was always in their videos.
Mhm.
And so many, but for like that whatever time frame it was, like the British just took over, and that was what you saw on YouTube. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, all right.
Oh, okay. So I brought it up. I
Oh,
brought it up. I brought up who the lineup was. So it was at the Electric Factory
oh, yeah.
in okay, this wasn't it wasn't 2012, it was 2013.
Okay,
Close enough.
yeah.
But but Casper Lee was there and also O2L. I don't know who the hell that is.
Oh, O2L. Yes.
O2L was there.
Oh my
Um,
God. Yeah. Yeah.
Luke Connard was there.
Okay.
Zoella,
Hmm.
Sawyer, and Sawyer and Jack, and apparently Lowell Hanson was there. I don't remember him being there,
I,
but apparently
okay,
he
I
was.
remember hearing something that he went into the military. And I don't
Really?
know if that's true or not. Um,
Wow.
but yes,
But yeah.
O2L was a group of friends or people that ended up becoming friends. But like JC Law or JC Kalen, Kane Lawley,
Right.
Trevor Moran, who's now Trevi Moran, and then Sam, forget his Sam's last name, but they,
Oh
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
it
Trevor
was,
Moran was one of the now Trevi, but I
yes,
remember I was a big fan of Trevi, and that was one of the reasons why I went. It was that and
yes.
Casper
And
Lee.
Trevi Moran went on. America's Got Talent and like passed out, I think, like
Oh
right before
yeah.
they were
Oh, I
supposed to go
remember
on
that
stage.
vaguely. Yeah.
And then he did like
Mhm.
Bad Romance. Um,
I
but
remember that. Oh
yes,
my god.
OTL was technically it was like Our Second Life, but it was just that was the first collab channel that like took off, and so they would
Oh, that was where Connor Franta
Connor
came from.
Franta, yes,
Okay.
that's yep, and they would each have their own set day, and then the off day would be a group video, but like one day it would be Kian, and then Tuesday would be JC, and then they would each have their set days, and
Ricky Dillon. Oh,
Ricky
right.
Dillon,
Okay.
yep, um,
Oh man.
yeah, yep.
Yeah, so apparently they were all there. I think by the time this I don't know if I had because at one point I was like to my friend, I was like, I can't see anything and I was like like but it was like hot in the venue. I remember like it was in the fall, but it was that part of the fall where it's still
It's
like
still hot,
warm.
yeah.
And it was warm as well because everybody was like going nuts and like pushing and shoving. And I said
Oh,
to my
yeah.
friend at one point, like, I'm waiting in the back, like I can't stand
I
here
like I
anymore.
wish I could
And
see.
I ended up being able to see because the way I don't it was at the Electric Factory. I think they changed the way it works now in the but it's that type of like floor where like as you go farther back, it's not seats, but the actual floor
Oh,
like elevates
yeah.
a little bit. So I saw better from the back than I did like there.
Yeah. But that
That
yes.
wild, yeah, yeah. But I got punched, not punched. I got elbowed. Yeah, I
Yes.
remember it was an elbow because it felt like very pointy when I was like, God, ow! Like when I
Yes.
I'll never forget getting elbowed in the chest at
Yes.
Digitour.
Mhm. Um,
What a moment in time.
yes. And then in 2012, I found the Billboard's Top 100. So we're gonna see
Uh-huh.
if you can guess the top 10 um 2012 songs.
For songs. Oh god.
The number one, I cannot tell you who it is because it's the only song they've ever made. So
Really?
that would just give it away.
The only song. It's a
And
one-hit wonder
a
then.
one hit wonder, the name of the artist is like weird. Um, mhm.
Huh. Trying to think of
Or if you can't think of the number one, you can just see what else you think is there. But
I was about to say if you don't give me like the numbers or like the orders, but you can tell me like who has a song like on the list that might
okay, I will.
just
I'll
so I'm
leave.
not pulling things out of the
Yes.
sky.
The number one song I'll leave because I already said one hit wonder, weird name, so you can think about that. Um,
Right.
Number 10 is a One Direction song.
And pretend it's gotta be What Makes You Beautiful. It's
Yes.
gotta be.
You would think
Okay.
that's gonna be higher, but I guess not. Um,
I mean, to
number
be fair, it was like their first like song and like I don't know.
That's true.
And then that wasn't their peak yet, I wouldn't say.
Yeah,
I'd
it's
say their
like
peak
in the
is probably like
beginning.
2 or 3
Yeah.
years later.
Number 9 is Nicki Minaj.
Okay. It's gotta be it's either is it Super Bass?
No, it's the other one that you're probably thinking of.
Is it Starship?
Yep. Yep. And I
That's literally what I
remember,
mean. I was
oh,
like,
this
oh,
era of Nicki Minaj will probably always be my favorite. Her
oh yeah.
music during that time, Roman's Revenge,
Mhm.
Super Bass, oh, so good.
I had a friend that went to remember when oh, here's another moment in time. Remember when FYE was a thing?
Oh, yeah.
FYE stores. Yeah, they
Mhm.
used to have sometimes people would premiere their CDs at FYE and they would have like CD
Yep.
signings. My a friend of mine went to a CD signing and met Nicki Minaj.
That's
So
wild. Also,
yeah.
what year was it
And she
that
had the when she had the pink hair like era,
yep.
you know.
What year was it
She
where you
almost
went
dressed like she almost dressed like really extra. What year when I went what? I'm sorry.
when you met Fifth Harmony at Walmart? Or you didn't meet them, but
It
they
was
were
at
there.
Best Buy.
Best
Technically.
Buy. What year was that? Was that 2012? When
Oh
I
wait.
don't remember when they were popular, but I just remember you telling me that they were at like a Best Buy.
Yeah, I literally saw them perform. They were
Yep.
quite literally almost it looked like they were standing like on a literal box, like performing. It was crazy.
Ugh.
I gotta go back because I have it on my Instagram. I wanna say it was That might have been like 2014, honestly, but I'm going back to check for sure now. But yeah, it was wild. You just had to go. God bless my friend's mom for driving us there. But we went. You had to go to. It was real. They really got. They could have all done this in the same day. I don't know why. It's not them. I mean, whoever organized it was like, you went on the one day to get the CD, and then it came with a wristband, and then you
Oh,
came back like 2 or 3 days later, and it was like, if you didn't have that wristband, you didn't get it, and I was like, "That's
oh,
crazy to, like, not
yeah,
all do it on the same day is crazy." But yeah, she
yes,
drove us there, like, twice,
nice.
and they were all on the, I think at one point, like, they were talking. I think they were, like, on one of them who was on vocal. Oh, didn't age well, but, Camila was on vocal rest, so, like, she wasn't
Oh,
able to, like,
oh,
fully talk to, so it
such
was
a
like she was,
shame.
like, whispering. It
Yeah.
was like she was, like, whispering.
It's like ASMR.
Okay, I found the post.
Oh, what?
It's 2013, so again,
Okay.
off by 1 year,
Yep.
but yeah, I'm gonna send you the post now. I
Oh
can
my
put it at
gosh.
maybe as one of the but yeah, it's literally not even their full album, it's like the
Oh,
literal single for Miss Moving On, like the CD of
my
Miss Moving On.
I that is by far my favorite song of theirs. And I
Mhm.
just remember like when it came out and I was just obsessed with that song.
Yeah, it was a
Don't
good song.
yeah. I don't really listen to any of their other music, but that was one I remember always listening to. So,
They were my gals, they made great
yes.
music.
Yes. Number 9 was Starships. Number 8 was Rihanna. But it's Rihanna with Calvin Harris, which should give it
Rihanna
away.
with Calvin Harris.
Yes.
I don't even know.
And I
I'm
feel
trying to
like
think of
that
what
gives
I
it
know.
away. Or maybe it doesn't.
I know.
But
Is it We Found Love?
yes. Mhm.
Oh, okay.
And
Nice. Good moment in time.
I just remember people were being like they make memes out of like everything, but they're like
Yeah,
we found love in a soapless place.
we
You know,
found Dove in a soapless
we
place.
found Dove in a soapless place. Or it's like
Yeah.
what's the song with Jay-Z and Alicia Keys? Is it like
The what, New York?
yeah,
That
but
one?
I can't remember what it's called, but there was that meme where it's like wet
The
dream
one.
tomatoes
Yeah, 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 the actual line is concrete jungle where
where
dream
dreams are made of.
concrete
Yeah.
ju concrete jungle where dreams are made of. Yeah, concrete jungle, wet dream tomato.
Yep. Why?
Which I was literally gonna make that my caption for after we take pictures in New York. We go to
Yes.
New York. I was literally
Yes.
gonna
Yep. Yep.
Oh my god.
Um, and then number 7, Kelly Clarkson.
Kelly Clarkson.
Mhm.
That's gotta be one of her. Hmm, I'm trying to think. Is it the one that's like, "My life would suck"? Is it that one?
No,
My
but
life would suck
that's
without
I
you?
love that one. But no.
Yeah. I'm trying to think because it's not her, like, older stuff. Can't
No.
think of what did she is it the because she had a couple songs that would play that would, like, be not annoying, but, like, I'm trying to think of, like, which
Yeah, it's definitely
what
one that
song
was
is
overplayed,
it
but
Stronger?
yeah.
Is it Stronger?
Mhm.
Okay. That was the one that I
Yeah,
you hear it in, like, retail all the time, like, if you're
yes,
in any
yes.
type of retail store.
Yeah, it's overplayed. I mean, I love the song, but it was definitely one that, like, when it came out, it was everywhere all the time.
Yeah,
Couldn't escape it.
yeah.
Um, Number 6, and it's again, I think this is the only song they've made or the only one that people remember, but it's from The Wanted.
Oh my god. Glad You Came.
Yep.
That's what it was.
And I think
R.I.P. One of the guys from the
yeah,
band passed
I
away,
know. Yeah,
and I completely forgot about it.
I think he had some sort of cancer. I think they said. Um,
Yeah, let me. Oh yeah, it was Tom Parker.
yeah.
He died 2022. Oh god, he was passed away after a battle with an inoperable grade 4 glioblastoma brain tumor. Damn.
Oh, geez. And I heard, because I follow, her name's Lady. I forget her name. Her name's Betsy, but her handle is like Lady Spine Doc. So she's like a, I forget what kind of doctor she is. Neurosurgeon, I think.
Mhm.
But she posted something about one of her coworkers or friends that passed away from something like that too, and she was like, "Yeah, once that happens, like you can't come back from that, basically."
Yeah. I mean, it even says in the thing that it was inoperable.
Yeah.
So
Um.
I remember, speaking of One Direction, I remember they had fights in the past, but when that happened, they kind of came together and
Yeah.
like said their piece with them.
Yeah.
So
I don't remember why there was beef. I just remember they were just beefing.
I think it was, I want to say the one that started it. I want to say, but
Maybe because they
I'll
just
never
came at.
forget.
Yeah. I don't
I'll never
know.
forget that there was. Wait, I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, it was mainly. It was literally. It was Louis and Zayn going back and forth with them.
Right.
Believe it or not. Yeah. And then they would like. I think Zayn did a dig at one of them about how they like. One of them like had like fake hair. I don't think it was Tom. He was never involved, thank God. But
Yeah. I
yeah, there's
guess.
all these like if you Google it, there's all these like tweets
Oh my gosh.
about it and everything.
But back
It's
then,
like,
like you had hardcore fans. You knew the Directioners were like probably going after the one to for this unnecessary like beef that they had. No. And
oh
they're
god, I don't even know the context, but I just see one tweet from Zayn where he's like, "Let's not even start discussing vocal ability, boys. Would love to chat, but gotta run through rehearsals."
damn Zayn. Okay. And you know the Directioners were eating that up.
Oh god, yeah.
And
Oh, I was
because
discussing it with all of my friends.
oh yes,
So
and it
true. Oh
reminds
my
me
god.
oh, it reminds me so much. So, the Grammys just happened. Or not the Grammys, the AMAs just happened. And
I didn't
Beyonce
watch them.
I did not watch it,
You
but
can
I
spoil you can spoil it. It's okay.
oh, spoiler.
Spoilers for
But
the AMAs like it's a
uh
movie. No, I'm kidding.
yes, Beyonce won Country Album of the Year at the AMA.
Okay.
And a lot of people disagree with that because she's not country. She's not a country
Eh,
singer. She shouldn't have won. Give it to an actual country artist. She's just somebody that made a country album.
yeah.
Whatever, like your thoughts are your thoughts, but do not fuck with the Beehive.
Oh
You,
yeah.
oh,
I can tell you that.
no.
That's for sure.
Now, I saw, I don't know what post it was, somewhere on Instagram. They were like, Beyonce won the album of the year. The comments, you have the people that disagree with it, which is fine, and they're allowed to comment,
Mhm.
but you have the Beehive being like attacking them.
Mhm.
And you're like,
Yeah.
the Beehive? No,
I'm fine with
it's
them
scary.
disagreeing with it as long as they don't take it into see, but you gotta watch because sometimes with the country fan, with the fact that Beyonce's black, they'll take it and you know what I mean, they'll take
Oh,
it
yeah.
into like the
Yeah.
racial part of it. That's not cool.
No,
When they take it to that, I'm like,
no.
chill.
But a
Like
lot
if
of
they're
them were
talking
just
about the
saying, like,
music,
yeah. A lot of them were just saying she's not a country artist. Why don't you give it to someone in the country music and then who actually like does this for a living and
right?
you're just giving it to Beyonce because she's Beyonce. And like maybe that's true because who knows with all these award shows like sometimes certain people win you're like that shouldn't have won compared to other
I
things.
mean, I like Taylor Swift, but I feel like that's happened with her too.
Oh
Like I
yeah.
feel like there was people in the past that were more deserving, and then they just
Yeah.
give it to her. I'm like,
Or like Demi
girl.
Moore. Didn't Demi Moore win an Oscar for something and even she was like shocked by it because
I don't
she
think she's ever won an Oscar.
no.
No, she was
Um
up for it though.
yeah.
No, she thought she was gonna win this past year. Like everybody was putting like she was like the favorite to like win. I mean, sometimes with the Oscars, granted, they sometimes do the consolation prize where they should have got an Oscar, like they did with Leo
Yeah.
DiCaprio and Jamie Lee Curtis. Like they should have gotten Oscars years ago, and then down the line they just find a way to like, oh, here's making up for it. Like we'll
Yeah.
give it to you now. Like, but. yeah, Demi Moore was like favored to win this past year, and then the girl from Enora beat her out because she had
Oh,
been
that's
winning
right.
up
Yeah.
until then, and then the girl from Enora won, and everybody was like, "What?" Like everybody
Yes.
was so surprised. The girl herself was like shaking, and she
Yes,
was like,
that's what it
"What?"
was. Yeah.
Like,
Um,
but yeah,
but yeah, the Beehive was coming for those people in those comments. It's like,
I can't
mhm.
imagine.
And it's oof, no. Don't step to the
Oh,
Beehive.
hey, you have a closer association with. I mean, you've seen Beyonce
I
live. I
did.
haven't.
She's very talented. I haven't listened to her country album, so I don't know. Besides Texas Hold'em,
Yeah.
that's the only song I've listened to. She is very talented.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
but I don't like the fandoms that, and every fandom has it. Taylor Swift has fans like that where
Yeah.
you can't be wrong.
There's Drag Race fans like that.
Yeah,
Please. Oh God.
and like you can't have a different opinion. Your opinion sucks. Um, and they attack other people for not liking Beyonce or not liking Taylor Swift. You're like, it's not that deep.
Yeah.
And I don't hate. Yeah,
Touch grass, if you
yeah.
will.
Um, number 5 on the list is by Ellie Goulding. There's like 2 options you could pick from.
Yeah, I know. Is it burned?
Nope, it's the other one.
Lights?
Yep.
Okay.
Um,
I love how it was like,
yes, there's
you were
like
like,
2
there's two
options.
options.
Um,
Burned, I think, was before lights.
yeah, I didn't
I don't know.
mind Ellie Goulding, and she has that one song from, was it 50 Shades? I think she did a song for.
Yeah,
That was pretty good.
love me like you do.
Yep. Good voice.
Not to keep bringing it back to One Direction, but at one point she was associated with Niall from One Direction.
Was she really? It's just
Yeah, I don't know if they just had a flirtation or if they
yeah,
actually did date, but hey, not that there's been if you go through the whole dating history of One Direction, they've been associated with so many different
Taylor
famous people. It's
Swift,
kind of crazy. Oh yeah,
Selena
Taylor Swift.
Gomez in there somewhere.
Half of 1989 is about Harry Styles.
Yep.
Taylor Swift's album. I'm
Oh
pretty
yeah.
sure.
Yep.
I mean, Niall has also been associated with like Selena Gomez, Haley Steinfeld, kind of more recently, which is wild. I know she's engaged now, but like
Oh yeah.
a couple years late, like past when they had broken up, um, Niall actually was like a thing with Haley Steinfeld, which I'm like, huh? I didn't know about that. I found out
Yeah.
about that years later. I
And
was like, what?
the one song by Ed Sheeran. I
So
for,
many. I'm like, no offense, so many.
there's so many. I
That's a
think
lot. Is
it's off his Plus album, Plus Sign. Um,
that the first one that had the orange cover?
not no.
Was
What's the one with the
no, I
green
don't.
cover?
I just know that he
Um,
had like one for each. Like he had one that was like there was a plus, there was a minus. Like
minus
that
the
was his
most
like bit
recent.
for a while.
Yeah. Oh, X. Um,
Oh, so like times, I guess you would
yeah.
technically say.
Times. So that's the one with photograph and all that. There was, I believe, maybe it's not. No, it's gonna really bother me now. But I'm pretty
Times I
sure
think came out. Didn't that come out? That came out in 2012 or is this 23? This is 2014
Sheen is the
was
accent.
times multiply.
Multiply. There was no. It must have been. Maybe it's. And I need to figure this out. Um, there
I'm
was
looking
this.
up his discography.
There was a song. Oh, don't. That's the song title.
Yeah, that was oh yeah, that was Ellie Goulding.
Yes,
And
that's what I was.
it was
Nile,
about
right?
uh-huh.
That's
Yep.
what I was trying to get at. Sorry for the long, like
No, it's okay.
trying to
I
figure that
kind of
out.
knew where you were going with it, but I at
But
first
I
I
just
thought he had
remember I
another
was like,
song
Ed
on the
Sheeran
list,
has
so
a
that's
song
why I
about
was like,
Ellie Goulding, and I'm pretty sure it's also about Nile. And then I just couldn't remember what album
which
is
is
that from.
wild because he also wrote Don't was on Multiply.
Oh, okay, okay, so
Don't
it
was
was.
my
Yeah, yeah,
love,
yeah.
the heart is so cold. That one, yeah. I'm pretty sure. Let me now I'm like questioning. Don't Ed Sheeran.
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah,
that was on Multiply because
yeah.
that was that same album that had Sting. That was a good
Yes.
song.
Yes. Um,
But yeah, wild times because
Wild.
that
Mhm. Mhm. So,
it's
lots of
so wild too because Ed Sheeran has written for them multiple times too. So I'm like,
yes.
you're getting yourself in some deep
Mhm.
waters there, buddy.
Yes.
Gonna lose one of your good songs. I mean, they didn't really write. I mean, when they got to like their later albums, they would write for
Yeah.
themselves, but like earlier on, like they would get a lot of co-writers, and Ed
Yeah.
Sheeran was a regular collaborator with them.
Mhm.
So he would write
Uh,
all their ballads too.
yes.
So like
Yes. So, number 5 was
a wild
Lights.
time.
Yes. Number 4 was Maroon 5 and Wiz Khalifa. It
Payphone.
Yes. I was gonna say it's something that doesn't exist really anymore.
God.
Well, unless you're in what, like England and you have a phone booth. Um,
Yeah. Or I feel like it might be in random places in the United States that are like more like not deserted or like whatever, you know.
yeah.
I don't know. It's definitely not a normal thing
Yeah.
anymore. Like
I do. Yep. I
I
was.
can't even believe that people used to, yeah, but like I skeeved like thinking about like people used to use them like especially in Philly, like how they oh my god, I skeeve. Like just
Yeah.
thinking about how dirty they were.
Uh-huh.
Like here, put
And
this phone to your ear that multiple other
and
people
you
have put to
know,
their ear
it's
and put a
not like
quarter in.
yes, and it's not like it's something that's in a store or another organization or company where, oh,
No,
I
it was just
can.
on the
It's
street.
on the
Like just
street.
straight up
So,
on the
like, if I
street.
go into a store and there's a vending machine, yeah, it's probably not the cleanest, but you would assume that the people that own the store are cleaning it. Who's cleaning the payphones? Nobody.
Nobody was, and that's probably why they're not a thing anymore,
And
I would guess.
then you have to think no one carries around like coin change either. Um,
Yeah.
but to
Back in my day. No, I'm
back in
kidding.
my but even in 2012, why are you calling
Oh
someone
no,
on your
even then.
payphone?
Yeah, I
Because
know.
even in 2012, payphones were not really they weren't obsolete, but like
No,
you
yeah,
weren't
the
really
last one that I remember in Philly had to have been gone early on when I was in high school,
yeah
like 2010
yeah
or even before that, maybe.
um
Wild.
yes. I was very obsessed with the 2012 era of Maroon 5. I don't really
Oh yeah.
listen to anything now from them, but Payphone, Misery, oh,
Oh yeah.
Misery,
Oh, that whole album.
that whole album. Oh,
That whole album
yes.
was really good. Daylight, that's a great song.
Daylight. Oh, yes. Yep.
I
Um,
I listen to the Payphone is a bop.
it's a
Payphone is
bop.
very good.
Misery, awesome.
Wiz
Yeah.
Khalifa's rap was fine, but
Oh
I would
yeah.
listen to the version without
Yes.
it.
Yep. Um,
But I thought the one line was really funny where he would go and they would bleep it on the radio, obviously, because of the
oh yeah.
curse, but he would go, "Now you can go and take that little piece of shit with you," and I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Whoa. Yeah.
That's literally a line, like, in
Yes. And then you hear it on the radio and you're like, ew, I don't like it without the with it, like bleeped out on the anytime you listen to a song on the radio and it's bleeped out and you're like, nope. I don't even listen to the
No,
radio anymore. I just have
right.
my car does Apple CarPlay, so I just listen to my own music. But when you
Yeah.
listen to the radio or sometimes even on YouTube, like I'll go to listen to music and it doesn't say it's explicit, but it doesn't say it's not. And I'll go to listen and then it's like stops every few and I'm like, oh nope, I can't.
But it's even funnier in the radio versions where instead of bleeping, they put another word
Yeah,
that's
Kids
not a
Bop.
curse word.
Yeah. How they do it in
Not
Kids
even
Bop.
no, not even Kids Bop, but, like,
Yeah.
they'll say, like I don't even know, I think the most recent one I heard was, like, maybe a Chappell Roan song, and they'll be like, "I'm freaking" instead of, like,
Yes.
effing, like I'm
Yeah.
like, "No, I'd rather hear the bleep than
I'd
hear the
rather hear
f"
the bleep. Let me leave it up to my imagination what the bleep is. Like,
Right.
don't. Oh no. So number 3 on the list, again, one of like 3 songs, by Fun.
Oh, I
You got
forgot they existed.
yeah, you got like 3 options.
We Are Young is one of them.
Yep, yep,
It's that one? Is
yep.
it that? Okay.
And I was obsessed
And I'll
with
never
all of their
forget
music.
that Janelle Monáe was on that
Yep,
song.
Janelle Monáe is on it. Yep.
Like that was like early Janelle Monáe when she would have like the coif like hairstyle and like wear
Yes.
suits and
Oh,
everything.
oh, but she looked good. But yes,
Oh yeah.
very
Oh, she's a
the
queen.
hair was a bit much.
Future star of Knives Out too.
Ah,
Great movie.
great movie. We got to talk about that too. I say that every time we bring up a random topic. I'm like, we got to talk about that.
We'll probably eventually make a pod about it because hey, well, it's not a spoiler because nothing has been revealed
Yeah.
about it yet. But the Knives Out account on Instagram is posting teasers of the third one. Like
Oh, yes,
nothing. Like it's literally just like a little short video, but
yes.
apparently it's got some type of like church type theme, which I'm like, ooh, that
Ooh.
could get really interesting.
Oh, yeah.
And
You
I'm
know
pretty
what?
sure one of the main characters is like a priest. Oh, it's called Knives Out, Wake Up Dead Man, is what the third thing
Oh,
is
yeah.
called. So I'm like, that's gonna be interesting because maybe they can get into the whole thing of like, I don't know, like religion or like an exorcism or something. Like
Yes.
they could get real deep with
Mhm.
it.
And you know what we need
I
to
don't
talk
care.
about?
Make 10 more Knives Out
Yes.
movies. I'll watch them all. Like
And you know what movie we should talk about? And I forget the name of it. Oh no, I
what?
remember. The Kingsman. Um,
Oh yeah.
yes.
Also getting a sequel, by the way.
Yes.
And Terrence coming back. I
Uh,
don't know why he wasn't in the art. Well, I mean, the last one was like an origin story of how the Kingsman became the Kingsman, so
yeah, I
like
don't think
his
I
character
watched it because
wouldn't
he
have
wasn't in
existed
it.
yet.
I think I
Valid,
skipped it.
but
What's the point if
completely
he's in
valid.
it?
But apparently, right? Completely valid. But they're making another one apparently,
Is
and
he?
he is
And
in
he's
this
in that.
one. Yes, yes. I'm
Oh,
looking up the title right now because it is on IMDb.
yeah. So it's the Kingsman secret. What is it? Just the Kingsman, right? And then the second one's like the
The first
secret.
one's Kingsman Secret
So
Service.
yes,
The second one is Kingsman The Golden Circle.
yes, that's what it is.
And
Yeah.
this newer one is gonna be called Kingsman: The Blue Blood. So I don't know.
Ooh.
And it says following all it says right now, it says following the events of Kingsman: The Golden Circle, the story returns to present day, exploring the paternal bond between Harry and Eggsy as the Kingsman organization faces new challenges.
Oh yeah,
So, and they're
yeah,
literally the only people listed in the cast is Taron Egerton and Colin Firth.
yeah.
So they're the only ones listed
Right.
right now.
Yes. Um,
So already I'm in. You
I'm
know?
in. So good. One of those you definitely have to watch if you've never seen it.
Oh yes.
Um,
They're so awesome.
yes. Number
Dude, the
two.
first I recently rewatched the first one and it's just so insane because I forgot that Samuel L. Jackson was the villain.
Oh yes, yes.
With like
Yep.
and he had a lisp, so he would talk like this, man. Like, listen to what I'm
Oh
saying.
yes,
Like, he had the
yes.
which I'm like, I don't know whose idea it was to give him the lisp, but it was
I wonder
like
if he just showed up
perfect.
to set one day and was like, "This is like," he didn't tell
Man,
people.
I'm gonna talk like this.
Oh no, or watch him not even say he's going to talk like that. Watch them like rehearse the lines, and he just starts talking with a lisp, and they're just like, "Okay, who's going to
Yeah, but
tell?" But who's
it's
going to tell
who's
him
gonna
no? You know?
right, right. Come on. That's Nick Fury right there, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
He has a book called "Go to Fuck to Sleep." I don't think. I mean,
Oh, that's right.
technically, I
Come the
don't think
fuck.
it's his book. He just does the audio for it.
No,
But it,
I think somebody there's a series of those
yes,
because I think it's like not obviously they're not you don't read them to kids, but it's supposed to be like a parody on kids' books. And
yes,
I think there's another one. I don't know, but there was another one that was like eat your fucking dinner or something like
yes, yes,
like,
yep,
and it's like audio, but he does the audio book for the one that says "Go the fuck to sleep."
yes. It's so funny.
I
Yes,
gotta maybe find it just to, maybe it's on YouTube or something. Just listen to.
yeah. It's so. I think it is on YouTube. We have number two, not a one-hit wonder, but I'm gonna say the name, and you're just gonna know right away who it is. Carly Rae Jepsen.
Call me maybe. It's
Yeah,
gotta be.
and I
Yeah, I was
remember.
about to say she's not a one-hit wonder, but she has had a couple of hits
Yes,
after that. "Run Away with Me" is actually
yep.
another really good song that she did.
And she
But
also did a remake. So when Fuller House came out, which is like the sequel to Full House, where they're all
yeah,
grown up, she's the one
yeah.
that does the theme song. It's the same theme song as
Oh,
the original. She just sings that version of it. Um,
yeah. I didn't know that.
yep.
I watched some of Fuller House, and I didn't know that she did that.
Yeah, it's a
Huh.
good show. People complain about it because it was too cheesy, but like if you watch Full House, it's just as cheesy.
Full House is also
Yes.
cheesy.
Um.
They were just continuing. I mean, I guess it probably just didn't. For some people, it didn't translate to like a modern audience with like the
Yeah,
same vibes. But
and
if they they
also,
were they were they were
yeah,
just like, if it's not broke, don't fix it. That's what they were thinking, I
yeah,
guess.
and the whole laugh track in the background, I think, throws people off.
Yeah.
So
Well, now like sitcoms don't have it as much
yeah,
anymore. Because I mean, if you think of all the sitcoms that are like popular, like now, like I mean, think of a recent one like Abbott Elementary. They don't have
yeah,
that, or like The Office doesn't have it. They just do that bit now of looking into the camera. Like
yes,
that's what replaced the laugh
yep.
track, and like the not oh my god, I'm so Drag Race pills. I was about to say confessional. That's not what I meant. I meant the part where they do the little interview
Oh
thing where
yes,
they're like
their
where
own
they're like, I
office
don't know why
confessional.
she's act I don't right where they're like, I don't know why she's acting this way, and they like interview the character,
Yes,
but I was literally about
yeah,
to say in their confessionals.
yes.
God.
Imagine, and I think there was a meme about this that one
Yeah.
of us shared, but it was like imagine having like confessionals like Drag Race at work.
Yep.
Oh, I my
It'd be so funny.
confessionals, my confessionals would be good TV.
I don't
Hmm.
know why she has to be such a bitch.
I don't know why she can't just do her job properly. No, I love my people at work,
I don't know
but
why they
yeah,
all complain to me about each other.
yeah. I
You're
don't
like,
know
I'm trying to
why.
get work done here, people.
And this me just complaining that like
You would be crashing out in each confessional.
it's just me staring
And
blankly into space.
I'd be sitting there on the side like, "You're doing amazing, sweetie."
I just hear you in the background, you're doing amazing, sweetie. And you just see me staring into space. You're like, okay, and we're done with your confessional. And I just don't get up. I'm like, I'm going to take my break. I'm going to take a break. We're
Uh,
okay. Um, yes.
the
So the number one song, going back to that, one hit wonder, only song they've ever made, fell off the face of the earth. Um, any guesses?
I'm trying to think of what one-hit wonders
And you
came
know the
out,
song.
and I know
Yep.
I definitely
Yep.
do.
Yep.
I'm just trying to think of, one-hit wonders. Do you know if it was, like, used in any, like, movies or anything? I'm trying to think of, like,
Nope, I don't think so. I think it was just the one song that they made. It went
is it a
viral.
group or one is it a group? Like a
I don't. Let me click on it. 'Cause honestly, nope. It's just a guy. He's Dutch
is it
apparently. Um,
he's what?
Dutch apparently. I did not know that, but
I think I know what it is, and if I ask you this question, it'll confirm it. Is the sample of it used in a song that came out recently?
I think so. What's the song that came out recently?
"Anxiety" by Doechii.
Oh, then yes, I think so. But I didn't
Yeah.
realize that until you just said it.
Oh, well, there you go. Is it somebody that I used to
Yes,
know?
yes, by
Yeah,
Gautier. Yep.
that's the Doechii, the
Ah, yes.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
the sample,
Yep.
yeah. Yeah, and then
And
somebody made a meme of that. It was like, "I'm playing this at the function, but they're not gonna know which one I'm playing," and it's, like, just
yes,
a playlist of somebody I used to know, Anxiety, somebody, like, back and forth, and they're
yes,
like, "Never let them know your next."
yes. It stayed atop the one Hot 100 charts for 8 consecutive weeks.
Wow.
Yep.
And that was what, Gautier is his name?
Yeah, I think it's Gautier or Gautier.
Goated yeah.
Oh yeah,
Apparently the girl
technically
featured
it's
in the song
Gautier.
was
Yeah,
other songs.
yeah.
I know it's there's and the feature was, like, her name was, like, Kimbra or something, I think?
Kimbra, I think is how you say that.
Yeah. I think
Uh,
she may have other songs, but I don't think Gautier has any. I think he
no,
was just a one-hit wonder. But I think Kimbra may have had some maybe, like, lesser known songs, but I
yeah,
definitely heard the name Kimbra, like, beyond that song.
yes. So then we'll do the top video games, top 10
The
video games.
top
Yeah, highest grossing video games of 2012. Um, some of these, there's one that I've never heard of, and you've probably never heard of. The rest you've heard of. Um,
I was about
number
to say I got a gamer for a fiance. Don't underestimate what
Yes.
I heard.
So grossing at one, how many is it? Million is three sets of zeros, right? Like,
Yeah.
so 1 million. There's two at the number one spot. One of them is the one that I mentioned at the beginning of the episode. Um,
Okay.
if you remember that, and it's by far one
No,
of my favorites.
is it a game that you play regularly?
Um, I don't play this one because there's lots of them. Um,
Is it
but
Call of Duty?
yes, it's Black Ops 2.
Okay.
Um,
Uh, okay.
and I just remember, well, I like Halo was one of the ones that I remember playing a lot. I can't remember when that came out. But then Call of Duty was popular. So I just remember playing Black Ops. And then Black Ops 2 came out in 2012, so I got that one. And then I just remember getting all of the Black Ops ones after that, or like most of them. Um, and always one of my favorites. And I don't know why, but always loved it. The second
Hey,
one,
it's okay. Sometimes you need a little bang bang shooty shooty, as I put
yes.
it. It's okay.
Yeah. And I know this is like, it's not from Black Ops 2, but in Black Ops 1, their zombies was like Nazi zombies, which I thought was like really interesting. Um,
Nice. So you got to shoot some Nazis,
yes.
basically.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And one of their
Love
maps was
that.
like a German movie theater, but it was obviously run
Really
down. There was like torn up Nazi flags, and the zombies would have like the Nazi patches on. So you got to kill some Nazi people. It was great.
nice.
Um,
Good.
the second one, which also grossed 1 million, is Crossfire.
Never heard of it.
Me neither. Tactical first person shooter game. Released. It was first released in South Korea on 2007, but I guess it
Hmm.
became popular around 2012, which is very interesting that it came out that long ago.
Yeah.
But number three, um, so the genre for number three is MMORPG. MMORPG, whatever.
Right. Like it's like an
Massively online.
like
Yeah.
online role playing.
Yep.
Yeah, trust me, I've
Fantasy.
learned so much shit over the years.
Yes. It's like the fantasy um type of vibe.
That's gotta be.
Still
Hmm,
around today.
I'm trying to
Um,
think. There's
I,
like a couple. That doesn't.
and I don't know if the
It's not. It's
oh,
not League, is it?
no, that's actually number
No.
10,
Oh, wow.
surprisingly.
Huh.
This one was made by
Oh no, that's
Blizzard.
like an old. That's like an
Yeah.
arena. That's different.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was made by Blizzard Entertainment and Activision.
Boo.
I don't know if that
Trust
makes a
me.
difference. Um,
Trust me. Look it up. We don't like Blizzard. Boo. They're horrible as a company.
boo.
Boo. Oh, just horrible. Just
Yep.
if you ever want to deep dive into it, they're bad.
Mhm.
Bad. Don't support. Goodbye.
Oh,
Anyway.
it sucks because they make good games. Um,
Yeah.
but
I don't even
you
know if
suck,
they're
Blizzard.
around anymore.
I don't
Now
know.
I don't think. Well, now I think they like shit the bed with like the what was that game that they recently came out with? I can't even think.
Overwatch.
Overwatch 2 like shit the bed.
Yep.
So I heard,
Yes.
but
So this game grows. Yeah.
I don't think StarCraft did very good either.
No, I heard it did bad. This game was. It says 986 million. So Black Ops 2 and Crossfire was built 1 billion. Um, this
Right.
game
When you
was,
said 3 zeros, I was like, wait, that's
yeah,
definitely
three
a
sets.
billion.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
this game 986 million. It was
What was the one for 10 then, all the way at the bottom? I just want to see like what we're
League
working
of
with. What was the
Legends
league?
was 200 million at number
Okay.
10. Um,
Damn.
it's World of Warcraft.
Oh, okay.
Never played it. I thought about
Neither of
it,
us.
and I probably would have liked it back then. I don't think I would like it
Yeah.
now. But yeah,
I've
Blizzard.
seen my fiance play it, and my only 2 points of reference is seeing my fiance. He hasn't played. He doesn't even play League anymore. Thank God, it's a lot. But I've
Yeah.
seen him play a little bit of World of Warcraft, and then I've seen the South Park episode where they make fun of World of Warcraft, which is
Oh,
crazy.
yep. Yes.
Oh God.
Number 4 is one of the sports games. Comes out every
Okay.
year. So with the sports games, the they always have the title of the game plus the year. But the year is
Right.
always not the year it comes out, it's always the following year. Um, so they release the one for the next year, the previous year. So it's one of the sports ones.
I'm trying to think of. If it's sports, it's got to be one of the ones that come out every year. Like Madden comes out every year. There's like the baseball one,
Not
MLB
either,
one.
not any
Neither
of
of
those
those.
two,
No.
but it is that franchise where it's like comes out every
Right.
year. Yeah. So you're on the right track. So you only got a few sports left to pick from.
Oh, the soccer one. Is it
Yes.
soccer?
Yep. FIFA 13.
Oh, I
Um,
was about to say I love would say it with an accent. FIFA. I'm gonna play some
FIFA.
FIFA.
I definitely played this game a lot, but
I've never.
I don't think I played FIFA 13. I think I played some of the later ones, but I always liked games like this. NBA I always bought pretty much every year, but I like those games because you can make your own player and then put them
Hmm.
in like the NBA. FIFA, you can choose what team you're on, so you can choose teams from the US all the way to like different countries. And I always thought it was very interesting being able to make your own little character and have him like be famous. 444 million,
Wow.
which I thought something like FIFA would rank lower, but because it's soccer, you would think the NBA ones or even Madden would do better, but um, let's see. Oh, and it's by EA Sports, obviously, but I just the EA Sports thing was like EA Sports, it's in the game.
Hmm.
I just remember that every time I would load something sports related, and that would just pop up. Um,
Yeah, I had on my on my PlayStation 1, like the first PlayStation, I had the I don't know why it was so funny to me. Like I would just when I was a little kid I had that well, I think my dad had it and then I just played it sometimes. I would do the Madden, but I would do the version of it where you weren't actually playing and you just I basically would just create my own football game and just let
oh
them
yes,
play. I think there was a setting where you could just let them do whatever and then they
yes,
would just
yep. You can just let them play and just basically
yeah.
watch. I
Yeah.
on the GameCube, and I still have it because I don't have the GameCube, but you can play GameCube games on your Wii. I have NBA 2003, and I
Nice.
specifically remember in 2003, for those who like the NBA, the Sixers had Alvin Iverson,
Oh yeah.
one of the best players of that time.
The better AI.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
better
No,
AI.
stupid.
No GPT in this household. Although I do use it, so I can't complain.
Yeah.
But in NBA 2003, he is a good player and he's super fast and he's like good. But for
Mhm.
some reason, they just made him like excessively fast. So like when you have the ball as Alvin Iverson, you can go back and forth and the players are still on the other side. Like it's like just too fast. Like I don't know why they made him that fast. Like it's just you have to see clips. I'll have to record it next time I play it. But you watch and you're like, why is he? That's just like exaggeration. Like there's
Like
no need.
exaggerate like too like
Like
You
like
guys,
no one
you
in
gotta
their
show me a
right,
clip.
yeah,
I'm picturing him just like speeding,
like
like running
yeah,
around.
and and it's just in real life he's fast, but he's not that fast. No. Um, number 5. I've never played this. Um, it's an AR, yeah, a action role playing game. Um,
Okay.
let me click on it
Do you
because
know who? Do you know who the publisher is, or like
2K,
the
which
studio?
yeah, it says
2K.
2K, which I did not think. It's the same people that make BioShock and the NBA 2K series.
Oh, it's gotta be. You said action.
Yes,
Is it one of the Borderlands games? It's gotta be,
yes.
right?
Number 2.
Eh, okay. I never
Border.
played the second
Yeah,
one, but I played some of the first one,
is
and
it good?
it's fun. It's yeah, yeah, it's fun. It's like it's intense, but I like it because you can customize. Like, there's a lot of like it's a lot of looting in it, and the weapons are cool, and you can play. There's different like I think there's like 3 or 4 characters that you can choose from that have like a certain skill set. So one will be
Oh
like
yeah,
a tank, or one will be like more like I'm trying to look it
yes,
up, but like it's basically like you pick between like 4 different
yeah,
characters, and then you can upgrade like your different. I really like the way the weapons work in that game,
yes,
and they just end up getting like customized, and they're just like cool like looking weapons. Like,
yes,
not to be like I love guns, but like I like fake guns, you know?
yeah.
They're
Mm-hmm.
not real. So,
Yes.
but
Um,
yeah,
300 million. So that's decent.
yeah.
Um, Number
I
6.
can't.
Yes.
I don't know what that was. They made a movie out of that franchise
Yes,
this
they
year.
did.
Last year, it didn't do good, but
No, I did not watch it, but I heard it did not do very well.
yeah, it was basically like a whole like. I mean, I've watched some like deep dives on YouTube where
Yeah,
they're like, "What went wrong?" and it was basically just like
everything.
a really stupid
Yeah.
grab,
Oh,
like random ass cast. Somehow Jack Black got in there too. Again,
interesting.
he is he is determined. I really think he is determined to get into any like like people are saying now he's just literally making movies that his kids can watch because
Yep.
now like he's made his money. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like with Minecraft and everything.
Yes.
But
Uh,
hey, good for him.
one of my favorite season is the holiday. I love it so
Oh
much.
yeah. Oh my
When it
god, yeah.
comes time for Christmas, that's what we got to talk about too. The
Oh yeah.
December months. Love it.
I like the holiday.
Yes.
I haven't. I had to watch it again like recently. I just watched it this past Christmas. I
Yes.
was making cookies. It's a
Yes.
it's a great
Mhm.
movie. I think my favorite, the movie that I associate Jack Black with the most though is School of Rock.
Oh
Oh my
yeah,
god.
hands down.
Oh
Also,
my god.
such a great film.
Yeah.
Yes. Number 6 on the
So
list.
incredible.
Yes. Never played this game. I have heard of it. 280 million. The genre, vehicular combat.
What a type vehicular combat.
Vehicular, so a type of vehicle. Vehicular
Yeah, yeah. No, no,
combat.
I got it was
Yeah.
just I just wasn't expecting to hear
Yes.
that.
Publisher is wargaming.net.
Oh, I don't think
Like you know it,
I
but
have
we've none of us have probably ever tried to play it. World of Tanks.
oh, okay.
Like I
I've
know
definitely
it.
heard it, but I've never played it.
Yes. And then number 7, 267 million. One of the bigger franchises for Nintendo. And it's one that comes out when it comes out. There's always two that come out at the same time. Two versions of the same
Mm,
game. So just have to guess which ones. Um,
it's got to be a Pokemon then.
yeah.
Okay. I don't know if I know specific. I mean, I have like little. I mean, I played the most recent
Yes.
ones that have come. I think I played
I played Violet.
Pearl, and I played Pokemon Pearl, and then I've played whatever ones have come out for the Switch. Those are the ones that
Yes,
I've
I
played.
played Violet, and I think you have Scarlet, maybe.
I have Scarlet. Yeah,
Yeah, and
yeah, I
I
have
have
Scarlet.
Violet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because When me and my fiance get them, we always get the opposite one because if you
Yes.
have the opposite ones, you get different ones and you
Yes.
can like
Yep.
trade
Hmm.
certain things. So when he did diamond, I did pearl. When he did
Yes.
violet, I did scarlet.
Um.
I liked pearl. Scarlet was fine, but I played a lot. I got through maybe like half
Yeah.
of the whole game of like pearl.
Yeah.
I really liked it. Gotta play it
Um.
more. But I don't
So
know.
so for the
Is it
Pokemon,
black and white?
Black and White 2.
Black and white too.
There's
Okay.
apparently a second
Okay.
Black and White. Um.
There's so many I
There's so
don't know.
many.
I have such little knowledge of Pokemon. I really
Me
have to.
neither. I know the more popular titles, and that's about it.
Mhm.
And I play
Yeah.
Pokemon Go because my cousin's son came up to me once and he's like, "Do you play Pokemon Go?" And I said, "No." He's like, "You should." And then like he came back 10 minutes later. He's like, "You should." And I was like, "All right." And so now every time he sees me, he comes up to me. He's like, "Did you catch anything cool?" And so I show him what I have, and he's like, and he's very smart and he's very knowledgeable. And so I'm
Yeah.
like, I honestly could not tell you if any of these are good. He's like, "This one's really good. Wow, you have a shiny this," and I'm like, "Okay, sure." Um,
Yeah, I just remember that one summer where everyone was playing
yes.
Pokemon Go. It was
Mhm.
like a big thing. I even had it, and I remember I would just like walk around like
Yes.
my block
And
to like
I
find
know people
this.
say like, "Oh, you shouldn't be on your phones all the time." But during that time, I feel like one, everyone got outside, and two, there was like nothing going on scary in the world. Like
Yeah,
it was kind of peaceful
yeah.
during the Pokemon Go time frame.
And of course, you got the classic. Again, because I always bring memes up that are associated with everything. You got the classic Hillary Clinton quote: "Pokemon go to the pole."
Yes. And I love, and I again don't know when this came out, but I love I was just me chilling in Cedar Rapids.
Yeah, when she just had the video and then she it took so if you actually go back and watch the full video, like not the full video, I'm pretty sure she posted it on Vine. I'm pretty sure she
Yes.
posted it on
Yep.
Vine. And then the beginning of the video, the camera's facing like not front facing, and it's just showing like I don't know if it's like I don't think it's like like an alcoholic
Or
drink. I
maybe it's
think
like a
it's like some type of like
sparkling.
tea, like a
Yeah.
sparkling, and she has it like in a little like one of those like cozy
Cozy
like cooler
cozies.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then she flips the camera back and then just does I'm just chilling
In
and
Cedar
Cedar
Rapids. Oh, it definitely was on Vine, whether she posted it or someone on her behalf. And not to make us feel old today, I have a
Mhm.
coworker who's in her mid 30s. I think she's 37, so maybe late 30s.
Yeah.
And we were talking about something because she was like showing me all these clips of things on Instagram, and
Uh-huh.
I was talking about Vine, and she's like, "What's Vine?" And I was like, are you like, is this one of those things like, are
Wait, so she's older than us and she's 37 and she didn't know what Vine was? Or she's 27?
she's 37?"
37.
And I was like,
Oh,
"Wait, do you not
I didn't know.
actually know what Vine is?" And she was like, "No." And I
That's
was
so
like,
odd though that she's older than us. You would think it would be somebody that was younger than us that didn't
"Yes."
know what Vine was.
And I was like,
Interesting.
it's kind of like TikTok, but the videos were like 6 seconds. She's like, "Nope."
I was about to say, girl must have not been on her phone for about 4 years, or didn't have a phone for like 4 years, because
Yes,
I don't know how you didn't come across Vines
yes.
like
But even if you didn't watch it, you never
yeah.
heard of it. I was like, "Oh my god."
You had to have heard. That's wild.
Because we were
Hmm.
talking, oh, because I was like, "Yeah, there's that one Vine." Because she showed me a video where this girl, I forget how old she was a kid, and she was pointing at a piece of paper, and she's like, "If this is white, then how am I white? I'm not white." Because you know how, like, yes, we are white, but like compared to a piece of paper, like we're two
Yeah,
different
yeah,
shades.
yeah.
But she was basically going on back and forth and pointing to the paper and being like, "If this is white, how am I? I'm not white. I'm peach." That's basically the whole video. It was pretty funny when you were like, "What?" But
Can
um,
you imagine putting that on forums? Like, what's your race? I'm peach. Excuse me.
and so I said, "Oh, it reminds me of like that one Vine where the sister's talking to the brother, and she's like, 'I'm lesbian.'" And the brother goes, "I thought you were
I thought you
American."
were
And
American. I thought you were
she
American.
she's like, "I don't know what's Vine." Okay. I was like, I can't.
Honestly, the conversation would have stopped there for me because I wouldn't have had anything to say further. If you don't know what it is, I
I
can't help
can't.
you.
No, I can't. But
No, or just tell her to get just go on YouTube
that's
and
what I
just
said.
search Vine
I was like,
compilations.
you can just literally go online and watch a whole Vine complete. It's so funny. And I'm like, this is your type of humor too. Like you like that stupid humor that like doesn't make sense. You would love Vine. Oh, but yeah.
Well,
So
you know what though? The only benefit of the doubt that I can give her is she probably maybe saw the Vines after Vine like died, and then
and
like
like
saw them as like she'll
y-
probably see those videos and be like, oh yeah, I saw that on
yes,
like Instagram or
yeah,
TikTok.
and it never stated that it was a Vine. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. So number 7, Pokemon Black and White. Number 2, at 267 million. Number 8
Okay.
is the biggest Nintendo franchise. You got a lot to choose from, so you might not get the full title. Um,
It's got to be if it's the biggest franchise, it's got to be some type of Mario game.
yep.
Okay.
Um, but which one? You got about 8 billion to pick from.
Right. I'm trying to think of what. Do you know what system it came out for? Because that would probably
3DS,
help.
3DS. At least
Oh,
according to
okay.
Wikipedia, 3DS. Um,
Huh.
I did not have a 3DS. I just had a DS. Um,
Hmm. Is it just simply like is it just like a Super Mario Brothers title? 'Cause I'm trying to think
yes,
back.
New Super
Okay.
Mario Bros. 2.
Oh, okay.
Um,
I've never played it, but I've definitely seen
yes, it's one
videos
of
of it.
those ones where you just kind of go through the levels and collect the coins and like pass each level.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
like a progression of like
yeah,
a normal Mario game.
yeah. They call it platform
Mm.
is platformer is the type of
Yeah, it's a platformer.
yeah.
Hmm.
Number 9. I'm surprised it's not higher, but maybe it's more higher now. They just came out with a movie of this.
Oh, Minecraft.
Yep.
It's gotta be Minecraft.
Um,
I was about to say chicken jockey.
yes. I I did play Minecraft a lot.
Hmm.
I don't know if you've ever played it, but
I have. I have. I need to play more. It is
yes.
when you do creative mode, it's pretty relaxing.
Yes. And then I used to play the online games because there was like Bed Wars and some of the other ones. So I remember during that time when all the Minecraft YouTubers became like a big thing, like I has Cupquake and all of that.
Oh yeah.
I was very into playing Minecraft back when she was around.
Hmm.
And then number 10, like we said, League of Legends.
She still does, it's really cute. She still does Minecraft content, but now she shows it to her son,
I
which I
know.
think is so adorable.
I know her son. Oh, he's so cute.
I know. I
Uh,
know. I think I just recently saw an anniversary post. Her and her husband have been together for like
oh yeah.
a long time.
Yeah.
Like over 10 years now, at least.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Um
Good for her.
so what do you think? And I'm not going to go through the top 10 TV shows because most of these none of us have watched. Some of them we have.
Okay.
But what would you guess is the number 1?
Hmm.
It is
I'm
one of
trying to
the
think of
ones
2012.
there it's one of the ones that have multiple variations of the same show.
Is it like an animated show or like live
Nope.
action or
It's a live show.
was American Horror Story around by then?
It might have
I'm
been, but
trying.
it's not on there.
Okay.
It's kind of like Criminal Minds, but not Criminal Minds.
Is it one of the like Law and Order? Like one of those?
Nope. But it's that
Okay.
realm of cop type shows.
I can't think. Is it cop shows? Well, that those are the two that I would think of. If it's not Law and Order, it would be Criminal Minds. So now I'm like stumped. I'm like, what would it be?
Criminal Minds is not is number 18.
Okay.
Um, would you like the answer?
Yes.
NCIS.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I've seen that from time
yeah.
to time.
So you
It wasn't like
have
my couple of my friends were like my one friend was like really into NCIS. I never watched it though.
me neither. My family does, I think, but I've never gotten into it. So you have
Oh,
NCIS,
I forgot that the main guy in NCIS was the
Dad, and
he's
Freaky
from
Friday.
Freaky Friday,
Yeah, the
right?
stepdad. Yeah. Yeah, 21.6 million. Um, I guess views for that show. So you have NCIS number one, and then number two is Sunday Night Football. Number three is
Really?
yeah, yeah. Number
Huh.
three is The Big Bang Theory. Um,
Oh, that makes sense.
yes.
Especially for that time.
hmm
That was when they were just did they start in 2012
I
or around
think
that
they
time?
might have, yeah. And then number four is NCIS Los Angeles. Um,
Oh,
Person
they have
of
French too.
yeah,
Um,
NCIS is a franchise. Criminal Minds is a franchise. Law and Order. Um,
oh, I know. I love
yep,
how they'll have 8 versions of the
the
same
same
show. It'll
thing.
be like now we're here. No,
Yeah.
Law and Order alone has like
Oh
I think
yeah.
4 or 5. Well, because they have Law and Order, they have SVU, and then they have Criminal Intent, and then they have a recent one that they made called Organized Crime.
Oh geez. All right.
Yeah,
Um, and
and I think
then
they were able to bring back what's his name with that. I think Stabler was
yes, they
able came
all
back
yeah.
with Organized Crime.
I always found the original Law and Order boring, but I loved SVU.
I
Um,
only watched SVU.
I only watched it.
I couldn't tell you anything that goes on. I never watched Criminal Intent. I only watched SVU, and
Yep,
it was because um
Benson and Stabler. Yeah,
Yeah, Benson and Stabler, yeah.
yeah.
And
Though.
then I watched it a little bit too after Stabler left and she had the guy
Oh yeah,
Amaro came in.
it's still good.
Oh yeah.
But it was the only one that I ever interested me. The rest were just boring to me.
Yeah.
Maybe Criminal Intent would be fine because Stabler's in it, but the other
Oh, I
ones,
didn't realize he was in that
I
too.
think he's in that one. No,
Yeah.
or maybe.
I don't know. Maybe it was at one point. Who knows?
Yeah,
I don't know enough
yeah,
about
yeah.
Law and Order.
He was on his own version, I think.
Okay. I
Number
gotcha.
five is Person of Interest.
I don't think I know what that is. Let me look it up. Person.
I've never heard of it. Um,
Hmm. No, I don't even recognize the people in the show.
no,
That's so wild.
and
Huh.
it's not like a Dateline type of thing, is it? It's like just a
Mm.
show. Like Dateline,
I
they
mean, it's
go.
about CIA. It says former CIA. It's about like a CIA team. It seems like
So it's kind
it's
of
like a
like a.
detective show. It's
So it, yeah,
a lot of early to like or mid two
yeah,
thousands. It's all like franchises of like it's either like cop shows or
yeah.
like hospital shows or like firefighter show. Like it's all like and they
Oh
all
yeah,
have 8 different versions of the franchise. Like it'll be like
yeah.
Chicago Police and I don't know. It's just like they
Yes,
all have their own like
and
franchises.
yep. And now there's all of, like the firefighter ones that come out
Uh-huh.
that are like there's like three or four of those. Um,
Chicago Fire, LA
Chicago
Fire.
Fire, and then Grey's Anatomy, and then Grey's Anatomy had Private Practice. So
Right.
many, and so number six, and it's also the same thing as number eight, but number
Mhm.
six is American Idol in parentheses Wednesday. Number eight is American Idol parentheses Thursday. So Wednesday American Idol beats Thursday's episodes.
I guess it was on twice a week, but
Yeah,
that's
it's on
so
twice a week.
specific that they
Yes, and I did for the longest time. I did watch American Idol, and then it started getting
same.
boring.
Yeah.
But with American Idol,
Those beginning those first I would say the first like 3 or 4 seasons were
yes,
like really good. And you know what was the best part of American Idol? Everybody watched for the auditions. The
yes,
auditions were the best
yep,
part. To just
and
see them like not try to lose their I used to crack up when they had I'm talking about the OG judges. So this is Randy, Simon, Paula,
yep.
just 3 at the table.
It's
And
it's
then
a no
you
for
would
me
get
though.
somebody that's like yeah, right. And then you but my what would crack me up is when you would get
Yes,
somebody so bad and Randy Jackson wouldn't be able to like contain himself. So he would just take a piece of paper and just cover his face.
yes, And
So
then you
you
have
would
Paula,
that
who even the worst contestants, she would find something nice to say. And then you have
you would
Simon
just
that,
smile.
yeah. Um, but those were the best. And there's always like the people that think, oh, I have all the talent in the world, and then they're like screeching. And I
Yeah,
just remember this. I don't remember. I gotta look it up later. But there's one
yeah.
girl. She had like short blonde hair. I don't know if you remember her,
I think I know exactly who you're talking
but
about. She's got like a red shirt on.
yes, and she claimed that she was really. It's always the people that claim they're really great. Um,
Mhm.
she claimed she was really great. She did horrible. She didn't make it, but they showed her like in the hallway afterwards, and she was just going off about it,
Oh
about
yeah, and I used to
Simon and
love when
about
they
all
yeah,
of
I
them.
love when they
Paul.
would get pissed.
Oh, they get
I love when they would get
pissed.
pissed. They don't know talent, and there was nothing like when they would flip off the camera and the camera would literally bleep like blur out the middle
But with the
finger.
American Idol symbol in front of it.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And I remember, and thinking back, I was a kid, but I
Mhm.
remember when it was Carrie Underwood season. And
Mhm.
she's a great artist. Although she did sing at the White House, which like ugh. But she won American Idol, and her running mate was, or her like person that she was with at the end, was Bill Blythe.
Yeah.
And he had like the really long hair. I really wanted him to win.
Really.
For whatever reason, he was the person that I wanted to win. He did not
I'm trying
win
to think. Oh,
against
but
he did not win against Carrie Underwood. And I
no.
remember my sister laughing at me because she wanted Carrie Underwood to win. And so when Bo Bice lost and I was upset that he lost, she was laughing at me.
Oh.
Um,
Oh yeah,
it's
I see the
funny, yes,
picture of them with him with the long hair,
yes,
and then later on, it looks like he got rid. Like he's 49 now, and he looks now he's got the short hair
yes,
and he cut the hair,
yep.
so he doesn't have the signature long hair anymore.
hmm Um, so number 6 wins the Wednesday night um American Idol. Number 7, Dancing with the Stars. Also another one that I did
Classic.
watch for a
Oh
while.
yeah,
I have
even up
not
until
watched,
like
yeah.
like pretty recently. Not
I have
very much. I'm
ye
trying to think of what I like. I mean, I think there was a couple. I had just watched the season that had a couple of the Olympians that were in it.
yes.
From, like, the last couple years, I think it was the
Oh,
like, the famous
the
rugby player,
yes.
and then the gymnastics guy, Steven Nedorosek, he was on it. I watched for the
Yes.
both of them because I thought they
Um,
were cool.
and then do you know who's on it this season?
Oh, what's his name's son?
Yeah, Robert Irwin. So I might
And I
watch it.
think I was about to say, I think I'll watch it to see how it was because, I watched it when, his sister was on
Oh,
it.
Bindi, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
But sometimes it does feel like, well, and people argue too. Like there have been people that have dance experience already on it. Like there was
yeah,
one girl from Dance Moms that was on it. But then people argue like just because you have dance experience doesn't mean you have ballroom experience. That's totally different.
yeah,
Does that give you an edge because you have dance experience? Maybe.
yeah.
And so a lot of people feel like they shouldn't be on it if they already know how to dance. But then,
But then everybody wouldn't be good, and then they
yeah.
wouldn't.
I mean, some
I feel like
people, yeah.
it would be entertaining for a different reason because everybody would have, like, 2
Yes.
left feet, and then it would be like, "Well, what
It
do we"
cracks me up when they get the really tall basketball players and like football
and they pair
players.
them with the shortest dancer
Yes.
possible,
Yes.
and then
Uh,
somehow they make it work. I'm pretty sure, like, one of the years there's been finalists that have had that dynamic
oh
where it's
yeah.
a real tall,
Yeah.
like, athlete and then a real short, like, dancer.
Yes.
I
Number
think they
8.
had that
Yeah.
dynamic with the rugby player. I think she was taller than the guy
Oh
she
yeah,
was
yeah.
dancing with.
I love the rugby player. I forget her name.
I'm about to look it up because
I
she's a
love
queen
her.
and I don't know. I don't wanna
She
do this to her.
she's amazing.
Iana
Yes.
Mayer?
Yep.
Yeah.
Um,
Queen. I think she did pretty good too. I think she
yeah.
got to, like, the finale. I think she was, like, top 3. I don't think she won, but I think she was, like, at least top 2, top 3.
Yeah.
But there's also like an argument that we made, like a not an argument, but like people also said like sometimes like certain like well if you have any type of athleticism, it also can put like an edge to you. Like
Yes.
that's why they were saying
But
that
then it's like,
the gymnastics guy was good too, because you got to be limber to do gymnastics, and
yes.
that can also maybe translate to
Yeah.
dance. You know,
But
but
then again, like you said, if you got every celebrity that was just a normal celebrity that didn't dance or have athletic experience, none of them would be good. There's
yeah, and then
nothing to
people
judge
would, I
around.
feel like, stop. Like, I mean, it is entertaining to see if people can't dance, but
Yeah.
you also keep watching for people doing good and like
Yes.
getting tens and like going far. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So like
Yeah.
that's the balance. They got to have at least a couple people in the season that have two left feet, but it becomes unwatchable if everybody can't dance,
Yeah.
I would think. Do you
Yes.
remember, not to tangent again, but do you remember when Carol Baskin was on Dancing with the Stars?
Oh, yes. And not to go on another tangent, so obviously the Mendez brothers got released, or they're getting released, right? They got like a pardon or something from Trump.
I think they have a pardon, but I don't know if it's
Yeah, so
they have a
they,
chance at parole or
yeah, so
something.
I don't know the whole logistics of it. I just know they're getting the pardon from like Trump. So tell them, and I don't know if this is true, and I did not look it up. I wouldn't be surprised, but Tiger King made a statement being like, "You're gonna pardon them, but you won't pardon me." Basically,
Didn't he though? Didn't he pardon him?
no,
I'm
I
pretty
don't think
sure
he
he did.
did.
Hold on. Wait, because I could have sworn I'm looking up Trump Tiger King.
Unless this is a fake thing, but
Oh, because he this is from 2 days ago. It's not the Menendez. He pardoned the Todd and Julie Chrisley. It said.
oh, okay.
I was gonna say, where'd you get Menendez brothers from?
I don't know. Aren't they like more? They're in the news recently, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they got an update to their sentence. So
Ah,
let's
okay.
hold on. I didn't even know that Todd Chrisley was in jail. What
I
is he in
did.
jail for?
Yeah, it
I
was.
didn't know that.
I forget what crime it was. It's one of those
I don't
crimes
know.
that like a celebrity would do, and you're like, okay,
Probably like something money related, I
yeah.
guess.
It wasn't anything like he didn't murder somebody. It was just one of those random things that celebrities think they can get away with.
Rich, like would rich people
Yeah.
think they're above the
Hmm.
law? Okay, so this was from May. Yeah, this is from this month. So it says Menendez, just to make sure that we're fact checking here. It says Menendez brothers resentenced to now they're eligible for parole. That's what I thought.
Ah, okay.
Before they were sentenced to life without parole. Now their sentence was updated. It says resentenced to 50 years to life, but now they're eligible for parole.
Ah,
Which
okay.
I don't know if you've heard about their devastating. Their story is so devastating if you look
Yes.
into it.
Yep.
Whew. And I
And you
need
have to
Ryan
think
Murphy
like,
to get out with what he did, because Ryan Murphy just kind of not bastardized what happened to them, but he and
yeah,
we had a whole episode on Ryan Murphy
much.
in this
Yep.
pod. Ryan Murphy likes to take things and, sexualize
Ah,
them where they don't need to be.
yep.
So, yeah, he made it like it was like a sexual. I'm like, don't do this like it's an incest story. I'm like, they were abused. Like, stop, please. I'm
Yeah,
like,
and it's already trauma. Like you're just building back the trauma that they already had.
right. Again,
I'm
there'll
surprised
be
he
a
didn't.
part two.
I'm surprised he didn't do something on Gypsy Rose. I feel like he
Stop.
would
He'll hear
eat.
this. He'll find this podcast and
He
make.
will. Um. Yeah.
He'll
A
be
lot of.
like Ryan. Like, you'll see a preview. If you see a preview like 2-3 months from now, a Ryan Murphy production that's about Gypsy Rose.
And a lot of people too. They say, "Oh, well, they're eligible for parole. They shouldn't because of what they did." But then, if that's the case, why are people okay with Gypsy Rose being free?
Right.
But
It's quite
then,
literally this. Not the same exact thing, but
but like
it's
they were both
it's
abused
yeah,
to the point where,
different ways for
yes,
sure,
yep,
but
yeah. So
and
we
by a
have,
different family member.
yeah. So we
Them it
have
was their father.
is American Idol number 6 on Wednesdays. Dancing with the Stars was 7. Number 8 was Thursday night's American Idol. Um, Number 9, which I thought would be higher, The Voice.
Really? Huh.
I would assume because the people you're having as judges at the time, and I think it rotates now, but um, Adam Levine, Blake
Mm-hmm.
Shelton, um, and then
Bring up Niall again, but he was a judge at one
he was a
point.
judge. I think
Recently, yeah.
Ariana
Was one of the
Grande
Jonas
was.
Brothers? Yeah,
Nick, I
she was
think
a judge.
Nick was a judge. Um, John Legend was a judge.
Mm-hmm.
will.i.am, I think, in one of the
Was
versions of.
Kelly Clarkson or no?
I
No, I don't
feel
think
like
so.
I don't know. Um,
Or Carrie Underwood, maybe?
One of them.
Maybe? I don't know. I
And
know Gwen
then
Stefani, obviously, but she's
yes,
not on it
yeah.
anymore.
Um,
That's how she met Blake Shelton.
yes,
Now she has a country accent for some reason. People
yep,
are like, "Where did she get?" There was a recent video of her performing Holla Back Girl, and they were like, "Where did she get this southern drawl
yep,
from all of a
yep.
sudden?" It's like,
And
okay,
then
girl.
yeah, what would you guess is the number 10 show?
What can you give me a type of like
Um,
show that it is? Is it like another reality competition show?
Not
Is it just like
reality, not like something involves something that's not real. Um,
okay?
but like could be.
Is it
I
a reality show?
It's not reality, no.
No. Okay.
Um, it's on AMC.
Breaking Bad?
No.
No. Okay. It could be real. There could be someone out there named Walter White. No, I'm kidding.
He's just
You said
making meth in his.
well, you said AMC, and I thought 2012, but I realized that was probably around the time when the show was ended
Oh
or
yeah,
ending
yeah, yeah.
because it started in like '08 or
It
something.
involves things, people that are no longer living,
Oh, okay. No longer
but
remember.
are still around.
That's about ghosts. I'm like, wait,
Not ghost, but things.
vampires.
No,
Okay.
but on that realm of like
Walking Dead.
yes.
Walking Dead. Okay. I was like, wait.
Yep.
I was like, ghost vampires to zombies.
Yeah,
I'm
you
like,
were.
wait.
Yes. Um, I watched about half of The Walking Dead, but it's kind of like Grey's Anatomy where they killed off some good people. And granted, those people don't want to be on the show anymore, so they're trying to find a way that they can, you know, get rid of the characters. But then it's like once the good characters are gone, it's like what's left?
Yeah.
And The Walking Dead felt like that to me, at least. I don't know if you've ever watched
Mm.
it, but
I haven't. I mean, I've just seen it through memes and
yeah.
some of the spoilers of like,
Oh yeah.
well, they'll take like the clip and it's like, face it, man, we're lost.
Yes.
Like, or
And
the
the
scene of the guy running where he's like, no, wait, 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 wait. Like, I literally just know it from memes.
yes, there's one meme that I see all the time. And um Andrew Lincoln plays the main character in The Walking Dead, and he has
Mhm.
a few kids. Um and one of his kids' name is Carl. And there's a
Oh, yeah,
scene
Carl. And he like,
where he's like leaning down, like he's bending down with his like hands on his
uh-huh.
legs, and he's like Carl, but like
Yeah.
there's a whole meme. It'd be like the meme will be like him saying a joke, and then him saying the punchline, and then he'll say the punchline again, but he'll be like, "Yeah, Carl." Like he'll say the punchline and just say Carl. It's really funny. I
Carl.
gotta see if I
Yeah.
can find a
Yeah.
meme of that. It's so funny.
I've
Um,
also seen the meme of that the guy with the bat,
yeah,
with the spiked bat, and he's
yes,
like, God damn, this is magnificent, or whatever, and
yes,
he's like running.
mm-hmm, yep,
And I know of that like scene. I do know of a death in there
yes.
because I really like the. Well, I'm a fan of Steven Yeun, so that's why I knew of
That's
this
who I was
of
thinking of.
Glenn.
Like they killed
Yeah.
his character, and I
Spoilers for The Walking Dead if you haven't
yes,
seen it. Again,
it's
I
gonna
also haven't seen it, but I knew of that major spoiler because it pissed everybody
it
off. So
pissed
I
me off,
knew
and
that.
I get it. Like you have to find a way around it
Mhm.
because the actor or actress doesn't want to be on the show. You have to find some way to like write them off.
Mhm.
And it's not like he didn't die from a zombie either.
Yeah, I know. He
So
died from that guy with the
the
bat,
governor,
like,
not the
killing him.
governor.
Yeah.
I forget what the guy's name.
I just Negan?
Negan. That's what it is.
Isn't it Negan? Yeah.
Negan. Yeah.
Okay.
Um, and it just pissed me off. But again, like, how else are you gonna kill him off? Like, or write him off
Yeah.
somehow? Um, and given that it's The Walking Dead and zombie apocalypse, like with Grey's Anatomy, I feel like they kill characters off too much. And some
Yeah.
of the characters they just write off. But with Grey's Anatomy, you can say, "Oh, they're going to a different hospital,"
Mhm.
and it's like that's how they write the character off. But like, how are you going to write a character off The Walking Dead? I
Yeah,
guess it's really
the
just like,
environment.
yeah,
Well, the nature of the show calls for it to be something, like, really specific, I guess.
yeah. Um,
Grey's Anatomy, they would find it. You would think they would keep the deaths related to hospitals, but
oh
no.
no,
There was everything from car crashes to plane crashes to bombs to
the bomb. There was a bomb,
shooters in the hospital
yeah,
to
active shooter in the
Grey's
hospital,
Anatomy.
bomb
Grey's
threats.
Anatomy. Grey's Anatomy will be here long after we are all gone.
Yep,
They'll be
Shonda
like
Rhimes
Grey's
was
Anatomy
still,
new.
yeah,
They'll be like Grey's Anatomy new generation. Like they'll just keep doing like what they did with like Degrassi or like
yeah.
Friends. They'll
Grey's
just
Anatomy, New
be
Generation by Shonda Rhimes, and she's still kicking it somehow.
she just
And
recycles people from like the Bridgerton cast or something.
yes,
Puts them
yeah,
on it. It's like it's your turn now.
it's your turn. They're like, okay, yeah. So in
Here
2012,
in Shondaland. No.
Shondaland, and they're all
Yeah.
ghosts.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, in 2012. So I'll do 3 Grammy Award nominations or
Okay.
3 Grammy Award winning. So, what was the best or the winner for best rap album?
Best rap album.
And I do. This is probably I don't listen to his music anymore, but this album I did really like.
Hmm. I'm trying to think of who was popular then. Trying to think. Oh boy. Was it like Kanye or something? No?
No, so I'll give you a hint for
Okay.
the person.
Okay.
They were dissed recently.
They were dissed recently?
Yes.
I don't know.
Who did Kendrick Lamar diss?
Oh, Drake.
Yes. So do you know which album came out? I don't know if you know his music a lot, but this is the one album that I do remember of his. Um,
Is it the one where it's like the silhouette of like the thing of like the side profile of his face? Is that album?
no,
Or no?
no,
Okay. That was the I think I know that album. You know what I'm talking about? Like it's like the one where his like head is like in like the clouds or something.
no, it's not that one, but I know which one you're talking about.
Okay.
This is the one where he's like sitting at some fancy like table, and there's
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
and he has a song.
Is it Take Care?
Yes,
Okay.
which I did not realize came out in 2012.
Yeah, right. That was a long time ago.
Oh. But I do remember there was a song, and I gotta find. Oh, it's "The Motto" by Drake and Lil Wayne.
Oh
Um,
yeah, yeah.
and I
Mhm.
gotta read some of these lyrics to you. So it's from the album Take Care. Um, so Lil Wayne's part. Um, trying to see. Um, so 7 grams in the blunt, almost drowned in her pussy, so I swam to her butt.
I remember that line.
Um,
Ah,
Uh,
I'm
I'm
dead.
twist, and then he goes, "I'm twisted, doorknob, talk, talk stupid, off with your head." And then he goes, he says the N word, and then he goes, "Money talks and Mr. Ed, I'm so young, money, got a drum on the gun, Energizer Bunny." And
What a
then
random reference to make real quick before you keep going.
yeah.
What a random to make a reference to Mr. Ed. Do you know what Mr. Ed is?
N no. Unless well,
Mr. Ed is like talks Mr. Ed. Mr. Ed was an old ass TV show with a guy that had a talking horse.
oh,
And the I'm not kidding, it's from the '60s, look it up, it's called Mr. Ed, it was a sitcom. I knew about it because my mom told me about it. And it was he's
uh,
like it was that was the whole thing about it was that the the horse could talk, like, the guy was like the whole first episode, which I think I've seen a clip of it, I didn't watch it obviously because it was been off the air for several years when I learned about it, but the guy, like that's the whole bit about it, the guy discovers that his horse can talk.
oh,
So,
okay.
what a random reference to make
Yes.
in a song as if people are like I knew of it because of my mom telling me about it, but that's a funny
Yes.
reference to
And
make.
then my favorite line of Lil Wayne's. So it's I tongue kiss her other tongue. Skeet 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 water gun. And then he goes, "Oh my god, Becky, look at her
He
butt."
look at her, but
Tunchi, which is like his other like alternate name. Um,
right, he would always say,
oh,
"Choo-choo," yeah.
yep. I this that whole song when it came out and Lil Wayne's part just gets me every time.
Uh-huh.
So that was best rap album. So do you know what or have any guesses of best album?
What album like
Now,
album of the year
yeah,
that year? Hmm.
at least yeah, I'm pretty sure that yeah.
I'm trying to think of who had the
Um,
2012 had to have been
so
was
it
it
is
Adele? Was it Adele?
no.
No.
So let me look. It's a group. Um,
It's a group. Okay. Really? A group? I can't even
it's
think of
considered a rock band, but it's like folk rock.
huh.
And I feel like you might know who they are, but you probably won't know the album. But have you heard of Mumford and Sons?
Oh, yeah.
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 So their album Babel was apparently
Okay.
won an award for I think best album. Um,
I'm about to say I wanna see I'm looking up who they were against because let's see. Man, they beat out Frank Ocean. That's crazy.
yeah, Frank Ocean, and
Mm,
I think
I
Lana
don't know
Del
about that.
Rey. I think Lana Del Rey was popular during 2012 time. But yes,
Yeah, that would have
yeah,
been her, like, first album. That would have been, like
yeah,
'cause I know that would have been, like, her f that would have been the one with, like, "Oh, you're a national anthem," like that, like,
yeah,
really back there.
and like
That would have been,
Summertime
like I think it was called
Sadness.
Summer right. That album was called, I think, Born to Die, I wanna say.
Great.
Yeah, Born to Die,
Yep.
right, I know, but that's hey, that was Lana Del Rey, that was the way she very somber music,
Yeah, but the fact
but
that I mean, not that I don't like Mumford and Sons, but the fact that they beat out Frank Ocean,
that's crazy.
that's crazy.
And Channel Orange was such a good album.
Yep.
That's crazy. Wow. Did he at least win for something? I wonder if he at least won for something. Maybe he won, like, in an R&B category or something, I don't know.
Yes. And
That's wild.
then
They also beat out Fun
yes.
for Some Nights.
Yeah, so Fun won Best New Artist, and their song
Oh,
"We Are
okay.
Young" won Best Song. Um,
Got it.
and then
What were the other songs it was against?
I don't
I'm
know.
just curious.
I just googled it, and this is what the top picks told me. I didn't actually look at anything else. Um,
Okay. I'm
so
just gonna look up on the Grammy website what they were I
yeah.
just wanna see what it was against. Okay. So there was only 5 nominees. They won, and then the other nominees were which makes sense now that you were mentioning, like, top songs of the year too, because they were against Stronger, the Kelly Clarkson song,
Mhm.
Call Me Maybe, which I'm surprised that didn't win
Oh,
actually
I
because it was
know.
really big.
Yeah.
But We Are Young was really blew up too. Uh, Ad Adorn, which is a song by Miguel. I've never heard it,
No,
but
I mean I've listened to his music, but I don't think I've ever heard that one.
no, and then A-Team by Ed Sheeran didn't win.
I'm
That's
surprised
surprising.
that didn't win either.
Yeah,
That was everywhere.
I know. But
Yeah.
hey, I guess we
Yes.
are young.
Yeah. And then in 2012, take a guess at who won Best Actress at the Oscars.
Oh, I should know this.
And rightfully
The
so because
2012.
we love her. Um,
The 2012. Well, because if you're talking about the Oscars that aired in, because it's always airing for the movies of the previous year. So if it's the Oscars in 2012,
yeah,
then it was for the 2011 movies.
yeah.
I'm trying to think of what I should know this, knowing me. Can you tell me what won Best Picture that year? I might be
Oh,
able to guess who won
Best
Best
Picture
Actress.
was The Artist.
Okay.
I think that was
I
a
thought
silent
that
film,
I
right?
thought that would help, but it didn't. No. I
And
saw The
then
Artist. It was
and
good.
Best
It was good.
Actor was Jean or Jean, probably John. Jean
He was in, yeah, the guy that
Du
was in the.
Jard yeah.
I know him. I was about to say, I know because I remember him being in that.
Yes. Um,
Who?
who's one of our favorite like ladies?
You give
Uh,
me a clue of, like, maybe something else she was in. I just don't know.
um,
I'm trying to think.
she
I
was
think.
in a movie that is coming out with a second one that Bray's excited about, and also she's um in a musical that has two movies.
Oh, okay, okay. Now that you said that, I got it. It's
Yes,
Meryl. It's got to
Meryl
be
Streep.
Meryl.
Yeah, for the Iron
I mean,
Lady. Yep.
oh, the one where she played Margaret Thatcher, which is really
Yes.
random.
Yep.
She had
And
like a. If you ever, I've never watched it, but I've seen the previews of it, and she has to wear. She had to wear like a thing over her teeth, and she has like a lisp, not a lisp, but like
oh
Margaret Thatcher had like protruding like front teeth. So like
yeah,
Meryl in the movie like wears like.
yeah. And
Let's see who she
then
is. Let's see who she was up against.
yeah, and Best Supporting Actress, our girl Octavia Spencer
Queen.
for The Help, which
Oh
I
my
mean I
god. Eat
oh
my shit.
I I love it. I love it. It's like I beg your pardon, and she's
Eat
like,
my
"Eat
shit.
my shit," and she's, "I will not," and it's like, "Ma'am, you just did."
Man,
And I love her mom in that is Sissy
uh-huh.
Spacek, who is Carrie.
Yeah.
Um, but I love her mom is just dying of laughter, like
Uh-huh.
when that interaction is happening. It's gold. Um, also, I just
Yeah,
love
just
Octavia Spencer and Ma, which we got to do a whole episode on Ma. Um,
let me drink alone.
ooh,
Don't let her drink alone.
ooh. When you think about it, it's so gross. But
Oh, I know.
um, yeah.
Oh
So who
god.
did she go up against for that?
For well, Meryl, I was gonna
Yeah,
I'll do
Meryl
the
Streep,
who
yeah.
was up against Meryl, and then because I'm on the Oscars website.
Hmm.
Meryl won, and then Glenn Close was in the movie called Albert Nobbs. I never seen it, but I know that she was like that was like a she wasn't. I think she was like not cross dressing, but like her character was like pretending to
Oh
be a
yeah,
man. Like
yeah,
for
yeah.
yeah, Viola Davis was up for the help, but didn't win.
Oh wow.
Um, Rooney Mara for The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. That was an intense movie. I don't know if
Uh,
you've ever seen it, but
no,
it's
no, but
intense.
I heard it. Yeah, I heard things
Oh, it's
about it.
definitely intense. It's heavy. Heavy themes. It's like partly like a mystery crime type thing, but
Mhm.
it's a lot. And then Michelle Williams for My Week with Marilyn, which I remember that being just fine. Like it was fine.
I did not watch that.
Yeah, I mean the Academy likes her. She's up for like roles a lot, but
Yeah.
never seems to win. But I guess they just like to nominate her. But then Octavia Spencer was up against I think this is Berenice Bejo, who is the woman that was alongside that Jean
Oh,
guy
okay.
in The
Yeah.
Artist.
Hmm.
Jessica Chastain in The Help.
Yep.
Yeah, The Help got a lot of
Oh
Oscar
yeah.
nominations, rightfully so. It's a great movie.
Yes. Great
And
movie.
then,
The
believe it or
book's
not,
really
this
good.
is crazy. I forgot that she got an Oscar nomination for this. This is really good. I forgot Melissa McCarthy in Bridesmaids. I
Oh
completely
my god.
forgot that she got an
Yes. I
Oscar
forgot.
nomination.
Oh.
But that's
Love.
really good, and it's rare because it's rare that more so now they do, but the Academy doesn't really, like, recognize, like, comedy.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's more so like, before that
Like,
that's the
intricate.
2 types of
Yeah.
right, it used to be just, like, dramatic stuff, but
Yeah.
they used to shut out, like, comedy and horror.
Yeah.
It's changing now somewhat, but
Yeah.
that's good for her.
Yeah.
And then somebody named Janet McTeer, who's also in that Albert Nobbs movie. I
Huh.
haven't seen it,
I don't
but
know.
hey, the help was big that year.
Oh, yeah, and the book is also very good if you've ever
Oh, I did
read it.
read the book. I've never
Um,
seen the book.
but I have one last thing saved,
Okay.
um, for the 2012s, and it took me back.
What?
When I did, like, I Googled everything. Coney
Mhm.
2012.
Oh,
Do you remember
very
that?
oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna read it, but when I Googled, pop culture and everything that was coming up in 2012, Coney 2012 came out, and I was like, "Oh, I forgot that existed." Um, but Coney 2012, um, American short documentary, um, is purpose was to make Ugandan cult leader, war criminal, and ICC fugitive Joseph Kony globally known, so as to have him arrested by the end of 2012. Um, they were released in March of 2012 and spread, and it went viral. Um, and the campaign was initially supported by various celebrities. Um, and then it said in June 24, the film had received over 103 million views and 1.3 million likes on YouTube. Um, and then the intense exposure of the video caused the Coney 2012 website to crash shortly after it began gaining widespread popularity. Um, and it says the campaign resulted in a resolution by the U.S. Senate and contributed to the African Union's decision to send troops to catch Coney. The film also called for an April 20 worldwide canvassing campaign called Cover the Night. And then they released a follow up video called Coney 2012 Part 2, but it didn't um, have the same success. But yeah, I remember this being like one of the biggest things in 2012. And I think he's still around.
I don't
Um,
know. I haven't heard that. You know how they're like, I haven't heard that meme where it's like, I haven't heard that name in years.
yeah. So it says Joseph Kony. Um, he's a warlord who founded the Lord's Resistance Army, designated as a terrorist group by the UN peacekeepers, the European Union, and various other governments, including the US and UK. Um, so he's around 64 years old. Um, guess how many children, as of 2006, guess how many children he has?
Um, is it over 20?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
You're like, oh,
I didn't know where it was gonna go from there.
mm-hmm.
Is it over 30?
Yep.
Oh god. Is it over 40? I'm just gonna keep
This
going.
is a slightly over 40. Yep.
42.
Yep.
Okay.
So as of 2006, he's known to have 42 children. Um, and apparently he's still active because it says his allegiance is to the Lord's Renaissance or Resistance Army. Years of service 1987 to the present. Um, so he's still out there, and they failed to catch him.
You would think one of his 42 children would be able to help out. No,
Yeah,
okay.
you would think he has
No, no.
42 people not on his side.
No, I mean, who even knows if either party is aware of
Yeah.
them being related. Who knows? But
Yeah,
that's wild.
so basically he's part of the Resistance Army, and he forced recruitment of child soldiers in the regions northern Uganda, the Democratic Republic of the Congo, and South Sudan, in which they had been active. So he's forcing children to become soldiers.
Not good.
And he
Not
has
good.
42 children, so I'm sure they all are part of that.
Yikes.
I'm assuming.
Big yikes.
I'm assuming. Um,
Right. We don't know for sure, but
yeah.
yikes. Big
hmm
yikes.
Yeah, and the whole thing came out like stop Coney. Um, but yeah, they didn't catch him. And then it says near the end of the film, a 2011 announcement from Barack Obama is shown authorizing the deployment of 100 Special Forces military advisors to provide information, advice, and assistance to partner nation forces of Central African countries to remove Joseph Kony from the battlefield. The video concludes by urging viewers to join in its publicity campaign by putting up posters and helping out the communities. Um, and then in the last minutes of the film, the countdown that was first shown near the beginning, when the narrator said the next 27 minutes are an experiment, finishes with the finishes, which is an I don't know how do you pronounce this word? Analepsis. Because I want to say anal, but anal I feel like is incorrect.
Can you spell it one more time? I'm sorry.
Um, A
Obviously,
N
ANAL. I got that part.
yeah, anal. Yep. Um, EPSIS. It's more commonly known as flashback, is what it's called now. The term flashback. Um,
Maybe analepsis? You could say anal?
analepsis,
Oh,
maybe. Yeah. Um, yeah.
words.
Yep. But so it says the list of celebrities. Um, the list included 20 celebrity culture makers such as George Clooney, Angelina Jolie, Oprah, Taylor Swift, Ryan Seacrest, and other bunch of other people. And then the list also featured 12 policymakers that have the power to keep U.S. government officials in Africa in order to work towards the capture of Coney. This list included former U.S. President George W. Bush, um, and his Secretary of State Condoleezza Rice, and then former U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry. There's other people that endorsed it, including Justin Bieber, Bill Gates, Christina Milian, Nicki Minaj, Kim K, Pete Wentz, Rihanna, and Elliot Page. They got
Hmm,
they got a lot of celebrities to like go after and support this.
that's wild.
Yes. So, what would you say was your favorite 2012 moment, or anything that like stuck out?
I didn't think of it. I guess probably like the music, because that's like
Yeah,
so.
I
I feel
would
like
say
it's
the
so
music
defining of the time.
because even like the movies and stuff. I guess the Avengers was up there for me just because I like Marvel
Yeah,
movies, and it's the
yeah,
very first Avengers, so you're seeing everybody come together. Um,
true.
but in terms of yeah, music as well. Um,
It is such a moment in time,
yes,
honestly.
and you always see those um, videos on YouTube that are like, oh, nostalgic playlist, and it's songs from like
Hmm.
2010 to like 2012, and it's just always the best music.
Hmm. Absolutely.
Yes. Um, I
Oh my
don't.
god, I just found this. I just found this picture that we could definitely include, but it was like 2012 high school girl fashion, and it shows like everything that says like like pink, like Victoria's Secret pink, and then it has
Oh
like, do you
god.
remember like the Maybelline baby lips, and then it has like
Oh,
the nail
yes.
polish. Do you remember when I did this once? And maybe if I find it, I'll include the actual picture of me doing it. But do you remember Crackle nail polish? Do you remember when
Yes.
that was a thing?
Yes.
When people are
Yep.
doing that and making it look like the nails were Crackle,
Yes.
and everything had mustaches on it. Oh my god.
Oh, the mustache phase. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yep. Yep.
Oh, you know it. Like people would draw the mustaches on their finger.
Uh-huh. And then
Yeah.
put it in front of the, yep. 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 Oh my god.
I don't have a um, whatchamacallit, status. I don't think I do. Let me quickly. Yeah, no status, but there's a plushie from Slide Shop. It says Slide Shop Star plushie. Um, I don't know what Slide Shop is. Um, the description. Do you have a slammed car? Do you have three-piece wheels? Do you want to be like those TikTok edits and have the star plushie in your edits? Do you want to be cool? Then this star plushie will give you all the clout you need. Offer up to have the super cool stance star. So it's a star that's giving like a stank face. It has SS in the middle, so I don't know what Slide Shop is. I don't know if it's a famous. I'm gonna Google it, or maybe I'll regret Googling it. Hold on, Slide Shop. Oh, I guess it's just. I don't know what Slide Shop is. It's just a Slide Shop offers well-designed templates for presentations in PowerPoint, Keynote. I don't think that's correct. I guess it's just some brand called Slide Shop. And their logo is a star that looks like it's angry. Um, they have something called the cockpit passenger. So that's
Are you
great.
looking on Facebook Marketplace?
Yeah, so I'm on Facebook
Okay.
Marketplace. So
Okay.
somebody's
I was about to say I'll
selling,
go there too.
yeah, so somebody's selling the Star Slide Shop Star plushie. The first picture is a guy that's wearing an oversized hoodie that says Icon. And you know, when people who want to flaunt that they have a lot of money and they put a stack of bills next to their ear, you know,
Hmm.
to show that they make a lot of money. So that's the first
Mhm.
picture. Then they're showing the Slide Shop Star plushie. It's
Mhm.
just a plushie of an angry yellow star. How much do you think this guy is selling it for?
Uh, like $100.
A little more than that,
The way you said a little more than that insinuates that it's a lot more than that.
maybe.
Like 500?
No, a little more than that. It's 1,000,000.
A million.
I
Sir.
I'm gonna send it to you on Facebook Marketplace, so you can see that it's not no. And I'm on their website right now. They're selling it's sold out on their website. So it must be a very popular brand. But the cockpit passenger is basically the same star plushie, and they're selling it for $33 on their website. But you're going on Facebook Marketplace and selling it for 1,000,000. And then he has 8 reviews and 5 stars. Excuse me?
Somebody on my on my Facebook Marketplace, it just says homemade food, $20, and it's just a plate of food, and it don't look good. Let me tell you.
Oh, that's the worst one.
So I'm
You
just like,
know,
why?
but I
Why
feel
do
so
people?
sometimes I feel bad because you know these people are trying their best. Homemade food,
Yeah, yeah,
but it's never good looking food.
yeah. And maybe it tastes good. Who knows? But I'm not gonna take my chances. My whole Facebook Marketplace is just people selling those Labubus too all over. I don't know if you've seen those little
No.
things. Those You don't know these are the little like people get them from they're like a blind box thing. Like you get like a blind box and you don't know what type you're gonna get. A
Oh.
couple of the girls from like Drag Race are like flipping over them. I know Jules is like flipping over them, but it's like they're little like if you Google it, they're like little like they almost look like gremlins. Like they're cute, but like they have these like mean like smiles. Like just Google Labubu and you know what I'm talking about. It's
Oh
literally
god.
LABUBU.
Well, wait. What is it? LA.
BUBU. Labubu.
Oh, those. Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
See, you knew what they were. You just
I
didn't
just
know
didn't
the name.
know. Yes.
Yeah,
People
they're
are
like
going
blind.
nuts over
They're like
them.
blind. They're like blind boxes typically. I mean, unless somebody opens it and just gives it, you know what I mean. But the
Yes.
whole thing of it is that you get the blind box. You don't know what you're gonna get,
Yep.
and they're also very expensive. Apparently, some of them are being resold for cheaper, and
Yes.
some of them are also
Yeah.
being some limited edition ones are being resold for like a lot of
Oh
money.
yeah. Oh yeah. Um, Speaking of the Gremlins, um, they're on my
Speaking of the
Facebook. Yes, on my
I'm crying.
Facebook Marketplace. Now, I've never seen the Gremlins movie, but I know what the Gremlins look like because it's the cover. So I'm assuming you at least know what the Gremlins look like. Okay,
Uh huh.
there is a Gremlin statue that's flashing. So it literally has a code on and the code's open as if it's like flashing you. Um, for $400.
What the for $400?
Yes.
You know,
And I
people sell.
feel
I mean, Facebook Marketplace is crazy.
there are like some okay things on Facebook Marketplace.
Oh yeah.
Um, but oh, oh, there's uh there's a bass guitar case that's shaped like a coffin,
Oh,
and I thought it was a real coffin, and I like had a panic.
somebody's selling a vending machine for $450.
That's someone is selling a metal sign that says it has a it has Sasquatch roasting a hot dog by a campfire. And it says, "Admit it,
Oh,
you want to taste my wiener? For $20, you can get this sign. This one's getting saved for the memes."
someone's also selling a Gene Simmons tongue wall mounted cast iron bottle opener. So it's like
Oh,
his
a
mouth is like
bottle.
open
Yeah,
and then you open
that's kind of cool.
it is. At the
Um,
same time, it's like why?
so I guess this is an album, and I don't know what's the band name, what's the album name. Um, cream cream butthole corn surfers.
What?
And it
What?
says,
Excuse me?
so I'm pretty sure it looks like from the title that the person is saying for their thing. It seems like it just says Butthole Surfers Cream Corn from the Socket of Davis EP on vinyl, 1985. So Socket of Davis, his EP album is called Butthole Surfers Cream Corn.
You said butthole and I was like, Lydia?
Lydia, Lydia,
Lydia, is that you?
hello.
This is where she
Oh,
got her name from.
wait,
This is her namesake.
yes, this is, um, yeah. So lots of things.
We
Um,
could do like the whole separate other
yes.
episode on Facebook Marketplace. Oh my god, this is actually kind of cool. I didn't know existed. Somebody is selling a card shuffler. It's like an electronic like
Oh,
machine,
we
and you
have
put the
that.
cards on
Yep,
each side.
yep.
Yeah, you do, and then
Yeah,
it
because
like flips the cards around.
my family has like it's a manual one, but
Yeah,
um yeah, you and there's a button that you press and it just shuffles them. We play cards so often. And my cousin found it online and got it for my aunt for Christmas one year. Um,
nice.
Let me see one last good one. Oh, there's a Chick-fil-A sign. An iron, like one of those big iron signs for 250. Oh, it's on sale for
Nice.
250. It was 950. Um,
Excuse me, it was 9:50.
Yes. Oh,
I don't think I have any other good ones.
no. No, no. Yep, they're all, and I see a lot of cars on here,
Mhm.
and I noticed a lot of like
They'll have
houses
cars
and
on
stuff.
there. They'll
Yeah.
be like nice cars, but they'll have like a lot of miles on them.
Yeah.
It's like, well, it's a new car, but it has this many miles, and I'm like, well, that doesn't really make sense.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Oh, now I can't get rid of the Labubu stuff. It's everywhere. Oh, wait a second. Would you like 2 crucifixes for $25? 25 for the smaller one, 50 for the big one.
Perfect for doomsday prep as we're
Yes.
talking about the end of the
Yes.
world. 2012.
Yep. Oh, would you like a portable toilet for $60? You would.
You know, not at this time.
No?
I'll get back to you on that if I ever have the need.
Yeah, if you ever need it, contact that guy.
That will do.
Yes.
Oh man.
But check us
I
out
think it's I
everywhere.
think it's a good place to call
Yes.
it. I was about to say we're pretty delirious now.
Yes, yes. That's how you know it's time to end it.
Yeah.
But yes, check us out everywhere.
Mhm.
Um, no, I keep wanting to say Facebook because we have Facebook memories that we like look at every time.
Yeah.
No Facebook, no Meta. Although we have Instagram technically,
I
which
was
is
about to
owned
say
by Facebook, so like,
Instagram.
yeah, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Blue Sky,
Mhm.
Ron, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. We're everywhere. Check us out.
We're everywhere.
Yes.
Find us. I was about to say find us or we'll find you.
Yes. Uh-huh.
But, oh man. All right. Well, we'll check you guys out in the next one.
Yes.
See what that's going to be.
Yes.
But it'll be good,
It will.
whatever it
Yes.
is.
Mhm.